Oh my god. Okay. Hello everybody and fucking welcome. Dude. Oh my god, I'm getting so angry. Fuck man. I went so mad recently. Some of my shit, dude. I can still feel the rage in me. Trying to get this stream set up sometimes on YouTube is painful. I don't know what they're doing, but I can tell you now it's not good. So they need to fix their shit because it's just not working properly. Neither is my fucking mic up. But yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Let me put this here. Oh. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay. It was on. It was on already. Right. So, today what we're going to be doing is... Remember me? Kinda? I kinda remember you? Yeah. Apologies if I don't remember absolutely everybody who has ever gone on my stream. It's like, that's not... I think the average human brain can remember 150 people on average, I believe. So, if I don't remember you, I do apologise. But, yeah. Right, pop out the chat so I can see it here. Alright, I'm going to put you over there. And then I'm going to make you a bit bigger so I can actually see you properly. There we go. There you go. Alright then guys, so today we are doing... Right, I've been drawing this flower thing for a little while during the week. And we are going to be doing that. I'm going to be drawing it in. I've also got something else in mind. So, I had an idea for this stream to basically draw... I'll actually start a new thing for this. But I was going to basically draw these keys, right? And these keys have, like, a personality to them, okay? So, what we're going to start doing is... It's called personality keys, which is, like, super original, I know, but still. So, basically, I'm playing bingo with my grandma and I can't chat. Okay. Why hop in the stream then, bud? I'm a little bit questioned about that, and yeah, okay, fine. I don't know, okay, yeah. Enjoy your bingo, I guess. But anyway, right, so I need to practice my gesture drawing, okay? So, there's a few things that I have in mind in order to basically get my practice up in this. And one of the things is I just thought I'd have fun with it and just basically draw these like keys. And these, so first of all, I don't know how I'm going to quite do it yet, but say for example, if I was going to do something like one of them punching. Oh, I haven't done the switch the blue around. Let me switch the blue. Switch this. Do I sound okay? I think I sound fine. Yeah. Also, guys, apologies for me doing the stream a little later. My reasoning for that is because basically I was thinking about people and how they would be around and things, and I should have been on a little bit earlier, perhaps after 5, but I had to eat my dinner and cook all that and stuff. So I think maybe I'll have to be streaming on days where I think people would be around more, because normally I would stream on like today on a Friday, but I'd start around about 12 one-ish. But I was thinking to myself, maybe like people might not be around as much, and I just think maybe it would be better if I kind of streamed, you know, if I just kind of streamed when you guys are around, because you can basically see it a bit better, right? So that's what I was thinking there. Actually, maybe I should have like a wall here, sort of thing, and then yeah, because the character's arm is like, if the cracks somewhat into the wall here, then the character's arm is coming out of it, kind of thing. So the character is punched into the wall, kind of thing. So we wanted the arm to come in and then in here, sort of thing. Kind of like this. So I kind of wanted this key to be, or this character really, I mean, it's not really a key, but this character to be like punching some type of wall. But yeah. Waited until 3 AM until the notification popped up. Welcome, Sensei. As I said, I apologise for me being... late to the stream, I'd say. I wanted to do it a little bit later just to see if people would, if it would change, we get more people in, because people are obviously doing stuff during the middle of the day, and I kind of need to realise that as, you know, they're working and doing things and they can't really tend to make it some of the time. So that's why I have done it, okay? That's why I've done it. But we're going to be doing some gesture stuff If you guys like the drawing stuff, obviously like it, and I will do more of it. I mean, I probably will do more anyway, to be fairly honest, because I'm trying to get better and practice at it. So, yeah. It's actually 3 AM here. Just arrived from the province, so I can't really fall asleep. Oh, right. All right, well... hopefully this stream will be chill enough. Yeah, the stream's not going to be too hectic, guys. It's just going to be quite chill and that. So, yeah, if you guys just want to have it in the background and chill with it, then that's cool with me, you know? That's that. I'm not going to go really crazy with it. That's what we're doing. I kind of want his arm in the wall, though. So, like, we can't really see past... So he's punched into the damn wall. So we don't really want to see past that. So I have my pop filter on, and I can still hear me saying the P's and stuff, which is really strange. Shouldn't my pop filter be like protecting that? Okay. Right. So how am I gonna do that exactly? Do the wall? His arm needs to be like, kind of like in it, maybe. So if I do that first, maybe. So he's like, okay, he's like arm is like here, maybe, or something like that. Then it kind of comes down, and then it's like in the damn wall. Like he's kind of like he's just punched it, kind of thing. So there's his like arm there, and it goes into there. It's like up. He's like right up to his arm in this wall as well. Right, and then it kind of like curves back round and then down here. And then there'll be like cracks, kind of thing, that come up and around to where he's like punched it. Right, so where he's hit the wall, kind of thing. And then like this here is the wall here that he's punched. So I'm just gonna do like a square just so I can kind of get like, it's like on the side kind of thing. It's like this would be, so this is where his like shoulder bit would kind of be, right? So that's where his shoulder is, kind of there. Sorry if I'm not like the best at this, guys. As I said, I'm still kind of learning this because I don't quite know. My brain is still learning like where things go. So apologies for that, but it's just part of the process, isn't it? So then he's like back be kind of here, right? Right, and then kind of be here maybe. So it's like he's like punched into it, sort of thing. And then, yeah. So this is the top part of his shoulder, so it would kind of come back up here. So there's his like neck area. He's kind of like punching into it. I kind of wanted his face like leaning right up to it though. But okay, so I didn't really have that imagined in mind. But you can kind of get the idea from like what I'm trying to do. Where he's like properly like punched it. If I get rid of some of this stuff, maybe I could sort of show that a bit more, maybe. So I get rid of this, like we don't want a lot of this stuff here. Still in the early stages of like trying to figure out where things are. And like trying to figure out where you put things and why. Right? So you can kind of see how the wall kind of like curves around him here. So there's his hand in the wall there. Right. If you want, add some like small little pebbles or debris that fly off to make it look like. Oh yes, that's a great idea. Yeah, we will do that. Yeah. So there's his arm in there, right? So we want like cracks and stuff to come off, but we want like, that's a really good idea. So like pebbles and stuff. So maybe like if it's like flying off of it, it's in the obviously it's in the air. So it needs to be kind of like floating. So like maybe if I was going to do that, I would do something like, okay, so I would have it, how do I put it? Like kind of like something like this, where it's kind of like in, so this is like a part of the wall or like a little piece. It'd be smaller than this or something like that. And then you'd have it like just like a segment of the wall that's like popped out, right? So there's his arm in it. There's his arm. And I kind of want to have it so it like curves around. So this bit curves around here. So you're right there, and then it comes around, and then it comes back into here. I really want to sort of demonstrate that his armor's in this thing. Right. There you go. Right. So then we want to have like a... So we want bits like flying off. Ooh, I don't think I've actually done that before. I don't know how I would quite envision that. How would I envision that for like flying off? Okay, so maybe if we did like a... Okay, if I did a crack in it, maybe. Right, so like a crack that was like this. Right, and then you had another bit next to it to kind of emphasize that there's a crack there, maybe. Maybe you could have like a piece that's kind of like flying off from that. So if I did it in like a block to be a bit more help to just to do that, maybe it's like flying off this way or something. So like maybe it would be like here on his arm or something like that. Kind of thing. Okay, I gotta move a lot of these like lines here. Remove a lot of these. So if I moved a lot of these little lines, maybe I could do that. Yeah, so there's a little square there. So like maybe some of the like I can draw like the cracks and then like the fragments, and then like the fragments might like match the crack or something like that. So there's a little fragment there. It's kind of like come out of there or something. Right, and then like this can like fly off. So if I do like something kind of like this. Okay. Perhaps I could have like another bit. So where he's hit it, it could like perhaps crack up this way or something like that. And then have it kind of like this, and then it would kind of... Right. It would sort of, so if I did it this way, and then come up here, there's a big crack in the wall that's emphasizing that that's where that's been hit. Right? And then what you would have is... Let me get rid of this. Right? So that's one piece of that bit that's come off. And then maybe you could have like... showing it like fly off. Something like that. I don't know. Something like... And then this bit here could be like another bit that's like... It's actually really weird because I've never done this before. I can't quite... I'm trying to like imagine it as I go through, like what it could potentially look like if it's like bits have been broken off and are flying off in different directions. Right? Does that kind of make sense, the way that looks, or does it not? I mean, I feel like the crack needs to be a little bit more like... So instead of it being somewhat like it's flat like that, it needs to have like a point to it. So that if I'm drawing it, like it needs to have... Right? Kind of something like this. Try putting horizontal lines behind the debris to make it clear. It's flying. Yeah, it's flying out. I tried to do that, but like, because it's close. So maybe if I moved it back over this way a bit more. So like if I did it like here. Right? So it's like flying out or something. So like a little crack on its shoulder or something like that. And then like, because I was going to do the debris there, but if I move it over a bit. And then we can do it kind of like here-ish. Right? So you have like the line behind it. So it's it kind of looks like it's flying off from there. Like it's popped off from the wall here. Right. And then like this bit here, you have like a crack, and then it would like seep up this way and then come down. Where's the line of the wall here? Yeah. And then like... Right, and then it come down this way, like this. Like that, and then it's like meeting the edge, kind of. So then it's this bit. And then it comes down here. And then down here, like that. And then you've got this bit here. Here, and it matches there. And then you've got this bit that's like another bit that like cracks off from that crack, maybe. And then, like, yeah. If it comes, so it comes down like that, or something like that. It's like he's like leaned into it. That looks better. Yeah, does that look a little bit better? Like that looks a little bit like kind of what I'm trying to convey there. So you can kind of see that it's like flying off. Then you can have like these little kind of breaks in it. Right, come up here. Kind of thing. It looks really strange, doesn't it? And then I don't know, maybe have like a point inwards to show that it, like the wall has been busted up. Right. And then maybe you could do like pieces of these blocks just around kind of thing. Maybe if I stuck like a piece. Alright, this needs to be a bit bigger. If I stuck just like random pieces flying around. So like kind of like, so if I did one here, it has like a crack there, and then here, and then here or something, and it's like flying off this, something like that. And then like maybe like one over this way that's like matching that, and then there, and then it kind of, right, and then you got like how about one that's like here, right, and then you got it flying off and like that way. I don't know, because they kind of go in like random positions though. I feel like I'd maybe have to make it so it doesn't look a little bit more random, but just for the sake of this, it just kind of gives me the idea of like where I want it to go, kind of thing. So we can have another like large crack come in here, and then this way, and then like that. So like he's like properly punched the wall here. His fists in it. Guy is mad that he's punched the wall. And then you've got this bit like here that comes here. Okay. He's got his shoulder there. So I feel like this bit has to kind of come down into like here somewhere. Right, so that's like connected to that. There you go, and then you've got his like other hand, perhaps like, or his other bit of him's like here somewhere, and it connects up into there, something like that. And then yeah, you got that bit there, right? It's kind of there, right, or something like that. So you got that bit of his body there. Kind of want to make him look like a chick though. Kind of make it like a bit more come down, right? And give him like that cut off line there, and then right, something like that, and then right, and then this bit here, and then right. It's really weird when you try and like imagine how this stuff fits together, because like that's the kind of thing that you're, when you start learning out, or when you start kind of learning what you're trying to do, it's really weird to try and construct it in your mind. Like to try and figure out like which piece goes where, and obviously that's like the butt there or whatever, but like which piece goes where and why, kind of thing. So his leg kind of comes down this way or something like that, right? So then his leg would have to kind of, but that doesn't look right though. Like who punches like that, right? Who punches like that? Who does that? No one does it like that. It'd have to be more like he's. Because I kind of wanted to originally like kind of do it like he's almost like he's facing it almost, right? It's almost like he's just like leaning into it almost, right? So there's his like chest, there's that bit there, and then come up here, and then he's like the crack of the wall could be like right. So we'll draw the rest of this bit, and then it like comes down here. Alright, and then okay, so like you're kind of like here-ish kind of, right? And then you've kind of like properly kind of like leant into it, right? And then you have his shoulder there, and then like his arm could like come off this way or something like that, and then the wall is kind of like yeah, kind of up this way. Yeah, so it's kind of there-ish kind of thing. So he's like properly in it kind of thing. So then yeah, so the rest of his arm would kind of be like here, right? And then like he's, I don't know, it doesn't quite look like that. And then he's like here, right? So he's kind of like punching. He's kind of got his head this way, sort of thing. So it's like this way and then like down, right? So he's kind of like properly like smashed himself into it. See that neck's too long there. Something like that, and then something like that, and then he's kind of like looking that way. He's got some sort of like. So he's like looking like that way, kind of thing. Like he's just kind of like this, and he's just like punched it, like he's like a little kind of like bit of rage is in him there, kind of thing, as he's like just properly like smacked it. And then you got like something like that. Oh no. Oh. Ha! Still got a long way to go, guys, and I still got a really long way to go. Some of this stuff is so weird. No wonder why people do this for like, because you have to like learn all the little pieces of where things perhaps sit. So then there'll be another crack like kind of going there. Right, and then maybe this way. Oh no, give it like make it a little bit thinner. That's it, and then make it come kind of down here. Right. So you can kind of see that this wall, like this bit that he's punched, is like completely like kind of like shattering or like. So my man's got a strong punch. My man has a very strong punch. Don't know if it needs like a little bit of flow to it though. Right. So then it like kind of like comes right the way around. I don't think it needs to be as big as well in terms of like the crack too. But then again, would it flow or would it be like way more jagged? I wonder. So then would it like kind of like flow, or would it sort of be like this? It's like really, really jagged. I think it'd probably be a bit more jagged, I think, but and it kind of comes down this way and then like this. Right. And then there's a bit in there like that. Then you'd still have to have like pieces kind of flying off or like falling down. So like you could have like a piece that's kind of like here and then got like a bit of a weird like crack to it or something, and then it's like falling down from this way. Yeah. Have like another one there, another one there. And then like, because this bit's here, you can't really see this bit, so you just kind of just start from here and then let it continue off and then up from this way and then have that there. Right. And then in the crack goes there, and then maybe like you could have like a, I guess you could like keep building upon the crack, kind of just keep adding them, but like sort of thing all the way up the building. Also, guys, I need you to tell me something in a second that's kind of... Right, does this look like to you... Do these look like lightning bolts? Do they kind of do? Do they not? Is there any way that I can sort of improve it, like the way that looks? Any sort of advice would be helpful there. Because I can't quite tell. Like, because people see things in different ways, so I just kind of want to see that if people are seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. Which I don't know if they are or not, but Alright, and then there's like a bit there. There you go. Okay. Oh, yes, they do look like thunderbolts. Perfect. Good, good, good. Because I was trying to give him like, so this character here, he's got like these thunderbolts like flying off him. Thanks, Sensei. I appreciate that. So he's got these like thunderbolts flying off him. And what I was going to try and do is going to try and make his. I'll shade this and make it look a bit better. This is like a colouring one that's helping me with this. But what I was going to try and do here is I was going to give him these like red bits on the leaves to try and indicate that he's a little bit dangerous. But he's also got this like really light blue to him because the light blue goes well with like the lightning of the yellow. And I feel like the light blue is kind of like, this plant isn't actually that mad, right? Anything yellow with a sort of zigzag pattern I usually seen as lightning, yeah. Because this is why I kind of did a bolt like this, because this is kind of what you see when you first think of when you think of lightning, right? But at the same time, I wanted the lightning to kind of almost feel like it's like coming off of the leaves. So it's like above the leaves, so it's like floating a little bit above them in that sense. I don't know whether or not it looks like that, but I just kind of wanted to, like, he's sparking, right? So he's got like electricity around him. And then I kind of wanted to, it's not finished yet because I got to colour in all of this stuff, but and then I've got to go back in here, I think, and then the patterns on each side need to be the same. So as this goes up, the leaf, it needs to be the same. But yeah, he's going to have 4 red patterns there, and he's going to have the blue there and everything. And then obviously I might rub out this little line in here that doesn't really need to be in there, actually, I don't think. Actually, if I took that line out, would that look better in there? I think that would, right? Would that look better in there? Let me take that line out. Let me take the first bit of the line out. Does that actually look better without that line in there? I think it would. Right? But I've been working every single time I've been coming home from work and stuff. I've just kind of been sitting here and just sort of talking to my mates and just kind of chilling on this design and sort of like working on it here. Like, you know, just kind of plowing through it slowly just to kind of see what's up. Eyes are getting heavy. I guess it's time I head off. Try to stay awake as long as I could. Till next time. Alright, I'll see you later, Sensei. But yeah, so I wonder if like the leaves are better if I kind of just take this away. If I kind of just... Does that look a little better or a little worse? I don't know. Right. So I kind of wanted to give him this like pattern to him. So like this is definitely there, you know? I don't know. I guess I'll have to work on that one. But yeah, anyway, back to the wall thing. Okay, so then his arm's kind of like here. And then maybe like there's another crack kind of here sort of thing going on. Or something. Let's give him... I want to draw in like 2, I think. 2 is like it's a really comfortable thing for me, I guess. Oh. I want the black one. There you go. I want the black pen. And then we can kind of give him like a zigzag, like crack pattern there. It's like the wall is like somewhat like breaking apart. I think maybe one of the things that like you need to emphasize a crack sort of thing is to have like other patterns coming off of it to sort of give it that like breaking sort of feel, I guess. I don't know. It's like another crack here or something, and then so like it's like a crack off cracks kind of thing. So like maybe, yeah, like another one's coming off here or something, and then it like matches onto here or something like that, right? And then you can like rub this bit out, right? So like multiple cracks are coming off sort of thing. So they're not like just individual bits. Like if I was going to do like another one here, maybe. So like I'd say it come down this way and then like up, and then in there, and then so it's like connecting onto there, then up that way, and then like that. maybe like that. I think. And then like this bit would come off here, come down here. Like that, and then there maybe? To the edge of that. It's really weird. But I definitely feel like having them like connected onto it kind of might show it a bit more. Obviously I gotta rub them out. Kind of thing. Make them not really there. Let's get rid of that and then get rid of that. See? I guess it kind of looks like it. I guess I think they might need to be a little bit thinner maybe. So they can't be as like big as they are, I think maybe. So there's a crack coming off. There's a crack coming off here. Like this. And then maybe this comes out here or something like that. If I made it thinner, would it look a bit better? There you go. I just wonder what it looks like because they look when you've got it so they're kind of joining and together, and then they're kind of flying off, sort of thing, and then just have it kind of go this way. All right, and then have it kind of super thin. And then do like kind of thing. Something like this. I feel like it's a little bit scuffed, but it's something kind of like this, isn't it? We have this kind of like thin bit here. And then in fact I think his leg would kind of not be here. His leg would be like coming down like this way or something. Kind of thing. Like his leg wouldn't, I don't think his leg would be like there. I don't know, it just doesn't seem quite right for his leg to be there. I feel like his leg would be forward and then in and somewhat down sort of thing. He wouldn't be like punching this like that. He wouldn't be really doing that, right? He'd be like, so you have to have like some sort of stance as he's hitting it, right? Something like that, right? Where he's got like some sort of like stance as he's like punching it, and his other leg would kind of be, yeah, like it's sort of like the strong sort of leg there, but another one that sort of kind of comes down. And then obviously kind of matching this side. Something like that, and then bring that back in. Right, going a bit closer. Bring that back in like this maybe. Something, yeah, and then it kind of comes maybe down like that. Right, and then something like that. Something like that. Oh yeah, so it's like something where it's been like punching into the thing and it's like kind of comes around this side somewhere. Right, so he's like punching into the wall. So his foot's kind of like bent there. And he's like striking it kind of thing, right? And I might actually like give him, maybe his arm can kind of like, it's like this arm here could kind of come down this way, like this, right? And then yeah, give it the slight curve in it, and then yeah, and then it kind of like comes. It kind of somewhat comes. Yeah, and then it kind of. No, give it that. And it kind of somewhat comes back down into here, kind of thing, right? And then you've got this bit, and then there's a bit that's obviously like here or here somewhere, right? So like his arm is kind of like, she's adding to be a bit out a bit more maybe, yeah, kind of like that. So then his arm is like in there, so it kind of looks, I think this actually needs to be a bit bigger, but you can kind of see what I'm sort of getting across there, where it kind of comes down into here and then back in and then down into this way. There you go. So he's like, his shoulders bent, so it's like that, so it's inwards kind of thing. So that's kind of like where he is, and then obviously his head is like, he's kind of like facing it almost, so he's kind of looking right at whatever he's hitting, so give his head like that sort of kind of look to it, so he's almost just punching what he's looking at, almost type thing, right? And then he's got that sort of, yeah, I kind of briefly just forgot there how that sits. Shit. Yeah, so it kind of briefly sits on the back there. So he's like looking at it almost. Yeah, because I know that this bit comes. Oh, got a little rosty there actually. Oh yeah, and then it kind of, that's it, and then done this way, right? Because then the line is like here, right? So that's where, and then it's kind of a bit curved here, right? So it's kind of going down like this, and then in here, yeah, and then you've got, so this bit's here, so you want that, and then maybe down there like that. That's it, like that. Probably these are actually probably a bit too big, I think, maybe, sort of thing. They're a bit big, maybe. I don't know. They look a little bit big, but you kind of get the idea, right? You kind of get the idea of what's going on, and then yeah, but yeah, so you kind of get the idea there, and then like that's where like him punching the down wall, right? And then I think his leg has to kind of, because it's like out more, so it has to be like here, so like just come out a bit, and then you're like there you go, have him smash the wall. I mean, you could draw like a little fist coming out of this side, but I don't think you really need to do that. Because like normally if you're hitting a wall, you wouldn't really need to do that. And then like if you wanted to make it bigger, you could just make it go kind of like past him, like over here somewhere. And then like make it go past him. But again, you could also draw like tiles around it, so it's like he's punching like a tile and the tile was cracked, or something like this. So he's kind of just like, he's hit a tile sort of thing, and it's kind of just cracked up, right? Yeah, something like that. And then he's kind of just smashed a tile. There you go, buddy. Letting his damn rage out on a tile. It's kind of how, you know, I felt like that a minute ago. I'm just saying that. I kind of felt the same way. Where I just wanted to, like, smash the crap out of something. Oh. You know, you have all that rage inside you, but you can't use it. Because ultimately, like, your logical mind knows that even, like, if you break it, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Oh, and then kind of do something like that, and then kind of do something like this, right? So the wall is like properly, the wall is like properly like smashed, right? There you go. I mean, not the best representation of it. I mean, you know, if you'd have like pieces flying off, it'd be a bit better. So it's like not the best representation of it, but it kind of gives me an idea. Because I cracked like wool or something like this, you'd have like... So if I could do something like this, and then you'd have to have like a... so for example, you did this piece that comes through the whole block. And then down like that. And then you did something like this. And then like this, and then this, and then this. Right? Like the same as we were doing before. But then when you get to the edges here... So like this is an edge of it, so you get to the edge. So if we just do like a bit to the point where we've got like a square here. So we get to the edge. If I delete the edge... oh. Kind of thing. It looks like it's like properly like cracked off from it. Sort of thing. So I wondered if I like... So like here, it's kind of like get rid of this. So if we do this, then we get rid of this bit. Right. So actually maybe the crack just like goes all the way through it. So there's a crack there, there's a crack there. You see that? And then like it's like the... So yeah, and then like maybe there's like a bit there kind of thing. Get rid of that. Right. Yo, what's up, Liam? How are you? I am very good, man. How are you? How are you doing today? You doing alright? How has your day been? Sorry it's a little bit later. Stream later, as I said. Doing it for a reason. But how are you, man? I'm good. Let me get rid of all this. And then get rid of all this. See? Is that looking a little bit more like it's... Does that look a bit better? The fact that I've rubbed those out? So it looks like this segment is away from here. So if you look, it looks like they're not connected anymore. See that? They're just not connected now. So they're completely apart. So this segment is different from this. And even this shard, you can see there's a shard. So if I did this quickly, you can kind of see there's a shard. It's kind of going here sort of thing. And like this is not, well... Yeah, that's not connected. That's another big bit that's like not connected anymore. Yo, what's up? What's up, Jojo? How's it going? And then like you've got this bit, so I might try and like just rub all these out and see, because like obviously from this example here, you can see that now these two are two individual blocks. So this is a different block from this block here, right? So if I rubbed all of these edges out where the cracks lead to, perhaps it'd make it look a bit nicer in terms of like where it's been punched. How are you guys? Love myself. Watching you from TV and chatting from mobile. Nice. That's cool. I didn't even know you could do that. That's really cool. Watching me from the TV, huh? There you go. And then you've got this bit here. So I'd have to like make this a little bit cleaner. But you can kind of see what I'm getting at, right? Where it's like the wall is smashed, man. The wall is broken. Very broken. I'm good. How about you, Liam? I am excellent, man. Got up today. Got up quite late, actually, because normally I get up at work really early and stuff, guys. So this morning I just kind of let my body naturally get up. You know, you just don't turn the alarm. You turn the alarm off. And you just sort of naturally do that. And I got up quite late, and I was like, oh dear. But I ended up doing like drawing this thing all day. So like I was drawing like colouring this in and making sure this looks all right all day back basically. And just making sure that all of the the lightning bolts look like they're lightning bolts and they're like coming off it. But I also felt like I was going to do a stream today earlier, but I felt like I perhaps wanted to leave it till later because I just wanted to see like what the difference was. Because people, I'm trying to think of like when people might be around to watch it. Like trying to think of you guys a bit more, because I know that you guys are like obviously we all do stuff during the day, but like when I have my day off, it's kind of like you guys are still somewhere, right? So it's kind of like, okay, so I just need to take that into account, right? So, yeah. What program are you using, broski? I'm using a program called Critter, my man. So it's a free program. You can get it. So you can see in the top corner here, it says Critter. See that up there? And it's really, really good. Really, really good. mean, one of my friends told me about it. It's, you know, it works with this pen. So I'm basically drawing directly onto the pad. And yeah, it's really good, man. You can do animations on it, which I will get to good with. And maybe we can do like an animation stream as well and doing stuff like that too. But as of right now, I'm just kind of trying to get Krita. So it's Krita. So say that again. Krita. Krita. So just so you've got that. So you can do that. I actually really need the toilet, actually. Give me a second, guys. I need the toilet so bad. Okay. I'll leave you with my little drawing here of like the wall being smashed to shit. Just give me a second. I need a toilet really bad. Oh. Alright. Oh. Can you type, please? Because I've been using some shit programs and I really need a new one. Yeah, I can type it in. So it is Krita, my man. So you've got Krita. Make sure I spelled that right. Yeah. So that's it there. So it's called Krita there. So that's the program I'm using right now to draw this. That's Krita right there. Really good. As I said, give it a try, guys. You might like it. Obviously, because I'm just starting out drawing, right? Did I mute my mic? I didn't. Ooh, thanks. No problem. So I'm just starting out drawing, right? So I haven't been drawing that long. So just for like a starter program, it's very good for you to sort of get used to how to start doing stuff, like especially digitally. Like normally I would just use a pen and paper for it, just to give because a pen and paper is kind of where you start if you're not doing digital works. But one of my friends said that he kind of convinced me that I probably could, like, going digital was a good idea. So I listened to him because he was not wrong. So there you go. There you go. Look at this wall. It's being smashed to pieces. I'm going to rub out bits here, make it look like it is actually like proper broken and things. Right. There you go. If you shave beard and go Charlie Chaplin moustache, you'd do like the mustache man. Yes, I would. But people like my Amish beard, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I probably need to clean up my beard a little bit because I kind of got up today and just started doing stuff. Yeah. It's like sometimes, guys, I actually am bad for this, but I will forget to like drink and stuff as well. Which is why I have a piece of water next to me, drink of water next to me right here. Because I forget to drink, and it's just like, for God's sake, you know? I like your beard. I'm just saying. No, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, some people really like it. Everyone likes Amish beards. Damn straight. Everyone likes the damn Amish beards, man. It's kind of funny how I just kind of have an Amish beard. Like, it's kind of how it just naturally kind of grows, my beard, really. I mean, it's really strange. Or like or should I say my facial hair. It's not really like a full-on beard, is it? It's just kind of like, yeah. But it's so strange how it grows. Okay, let me just rub this out. There you go. Because like it was weird. Do you know how weird it is now? Because when I was younger, right, I never really used to get that much facial hair at all, really, which is fine. But when obviously now I've gotten a little bit older, it can come back really fast. I shaved it like the other day, and it just kind of just went back straight away. I was like, sure, why the hell not? You know. So yeah, there's a little crack in there. So they join together like that. Right. There you go. So there's like a load of like joining cracks that like go to the wall and stuff. That's cool. That's a bit better. I got a bowl cut, but it's professional, but it's still a bowl cut. Yeah. Oh man, the good old bowl cut. The good old bowl cut, man. Got us through a lot of things, the bowl cut. Whenever I don't know why, but whenever I get my hair cut, I kind of feel like I don't know if you guys feel this way, but do you know when you get your hair cut and you feel like an idiot, right? Or you feel stupid or weird, but you're not. It's just you've just had your hair cut a bit. Does anybody else feel like that, or is it just me? I feel like whenever I get my hair cut, I just feel like, oh, I look like such a twat, even though that it's like, no, you look fine, man. You look, but I just feel like that. I just feel like I look like a right idiot. Even though the barber's probably done it really well, and he's done it to the point of where it looks nice. My feeling towards it, which makes me always feel like I feel like an idiot. Does that something that you guys feel? I don't know. It's just so weird that why why do I feel like an idiot? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna increase the opacity here because I don't want that opacity up like that. Okay, there you go. Then it comes up here like this. There you go, and then up here, and then down here, and then up here, and then up there, and that's where the edge of the wall is, kind of there. There you go. When I was at barber, it looked so good, but I came home and showered it. I look in the mirror and it's like a bowl cut. Yeah. Yep. They go and they start up and they do all these cool ways. And do you want this? Do you want that? And you're like, yeah, and they give you all this cool stuff, and then yeah, you go home, wash it, or like a gust of wind comes along and blows it all away, and you're like, it looks crap now. But I always feel stupid when I get my hair cut. That's just my a bit like feeling on it. I always just feel like an idiot. And everybody always assures me, "Oh, you look great, you look great." But I always think to myself, I think they're just telling me that. You know what I mean? In my brain, it's like I look stupid right now, but it's like, no, you look fine. Let me clean this up. Nice crack in the wall there. Bam. So that's kind of what I was getting at with the whole crack in the wall. There you go, guys. So these are looking like individual pieces that have kind of cracked off. Oh, what the hell's this? Oh. Bloody YouTube shorts. Do you guys... Oh, by the way, guys, do you guys see my YouTube shorts? Do you see them? Because I had somebody tell me the other day... that they see my YouTube shorts, like just on the page or wherever. I was just wondering if you guys did. I don't know if you do. And like also, if you guys do you prefer the streams or the shorts, or would you prefer videos, or like, I don't know. Because a lot of people have been telling me that I should make videos again as well, and I have a video in mind that I am making at the moment. So I guess be excited for that. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like, do people want to watch videos or like, well, yeah. So you should make him or her / right hand muscle more buff because he's punching a wall. How he is punching a wall without 50 with using 50% power. Yes, that is true. What's a YouTube short? A YouTube short is basically, imagine a clip that has been, well, shortened So it kind of so say for example, if I make a 30-second clip, right, and I can put it in a certain format to make it look like it goes on your phone. So when you look on your phone, that vertical format, you can see it. That's what a YouTube short is. So it's only a short like clip that you basically could watch on your phone, basically. Surprised you don't know what YouTube shorts are, man. They should be aimed at, you know, I don't know. It's like, do you know, have you got TikTok, guys? You know, hi, how's it going? Yeah, you know what TikTok is? Yeah, like a story. Yeah, it's like TikTok and stuff. So like, imagine TikTok like that. That's what it is. YouTube Shorts is kind of like TikTok. That's exactly why they did it as well. Yeah, YouTube Shorts is basically YouTube TikTok. Exactly. Yeah. YouTube Shorts is basically YouTube TikTok. That's exactly what it is. And it's kind of like, yeah. Right? That's what it is. So I decided to... I've got a TikTok as well, guys. Do you remember me, Beast? Of course I remember you. We made the triangle and family and circle family together. Do I remember you? Do you take me for? Of course I do, man. God, of course I remember you, dude. God. Yeah, of course I remember you. I remember you as soon as your name popped in the chat. As soon as your name was there, man, I was like, oh, I know who this guy is. Don't you worry, man. I remember you. Oh, why is this looking a bit... it comes down and then in? Yeah. Right, and then there should be like some bit here. Something like that, and then it comes in like that. Bit of muscle there. Yeah. What happened with the family? They're still there. They're still there. They are... open recent... They are right there. There they are. The family is still there. So, yeah. Don't worry. What you drawing? I am drawing a guy punching a wall, and the wall is cracking apart. So his arm is kind of, obviously his shoulder looks a bit janky here, but his arm is in the wall, kind of thing. So his shoulder connects onto his muscle there, right? And this is muscle here, and it goes, nerd, you alright? But his arm is in the wall, and hopefully this looks like cracks to you guys. Does it look like cracks? So you can see that there's like the wall is kind of like busted and breaking apart. So I did like a little panel just to make it easier for myself to, so it looks like it's like this. So it's not quite head on, but it's a little bit like to the side. So then you've got his like head. So this is his back here. So then you got the back and you got his arm that kind of goes round and down. And then this is his other arm that's like punching into the wall kind of thing. Hello. Does that make sense? It's spelled, you nerd. Oh. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm doing, guys. So if you guys are like, oh, what the hell? Yeah, this is. Does it not look like that? Have I fucked it up? Have I messed it up, guys? Bugger me. I might have messed it up. It might not look like that. Sorry, guys. Oh yeah, I get it. Looking cool. Okay, yeah. So you kind of see what I'm doing, right? So then we have, yeah. Maybe it's a little bit hard at the start because I'm still kind of like, I'm still kind of processing it. Good luck, mate. Thank you. Is that me? Thank you. Yeah. So this is kind of here. So then like his leg kind of comes down this way. So you can kind of see that this is his leg muscle here, right? This is his leg muscle, knee here, and then this bit could like joins onto here and comes down here, right? Can you see that? Lol, Ben. Ah, yeah. See? So, yeah. Still working on the drawing, guys. I'm sorry that I'm not cracked at it yet, but, you know, we all start somewhere, so still learning the drawing, guys. Ben? Hey, Jojo. Yes. Guys, do you want me to read out... I don't think you need... I think... Do you want me to only read stuff that you send to me? Or do you want me to read out, like, all the messages? Answer me that. Hello, what's up? How's it? How are you, bro? Did you hear... yeah. I haven't heard you in a while. Yeah, Ben. When are you streaming, bro? Yeah, Ben. Where are you streaming, bro? Go on, Ben. Waiting for it. Read all. Read them all. Okay, I'll read them all. I'll read them all then. Because I was just wondering whether or not I didn't want to get like annoying, like I'm reading it and you guys are like, oh my god. So yeah, read all. Okay, I will. I'll read them all. Can you guys see that properly? So it's all breaking apart and stuff. Ben back from dead. He is. He is. Ben is back from dead. Ah, we're thanking each other, by the way, Liam. Also, I told when I was going to stream. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Also, I'm doing good at work still at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You did tell me, but did you tell them? Did you tell them? Does everybody else know, Ben? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'll say this again. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again, guys. I apologize for being late today, because I normally stream earlier, but I just, as I said, I've said this, like, that I just kind of wanted to stream a bit later, just because everybody's off now, you know? No one's at work. People can actually come in. What's with his hand, though? What's the gemstone-looking thing? His hand, though. So his arm, what, in here? His arm is in the wall, so like you can't see, like, okay. So, say for example, this is his arm. You can't see past this bit, so you can only see because it's in the wall. The gemstone thing, either here, so over here or here, that's a wall fragment. So I was trying to get my brain to understand what a wall fragment kind of looks like. And if it's here, this is a piece of the wall that's flown off as he's hitting it. Because I might actually see if I can try and do like pieces of the wall that have been flying off as he's punched it, right? Lol, Liam said hello, nerd. I did. That wall looks like Poochie's haircut. Poochie's haircut. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. But yeah, it's kind of scuffed in it, but yeah. So trying to imagine like what else I could sort of do with that. Also, guys. Alright, that's busting, yeah. That's punching the wall, man. That's smashing the wall, guys. Can't imagine how much that would really hurt if you actually did that. Do you know what I mean? Because I could do his like hand coming out the other side almost, but yeah. It's like a. But I feel like you wouldn't do that because I feel like on this one I'd do like tiles, so there'd be like another tile up here somewhere. So I'd set and then like be another tile, but then like these massive. I think these cracks would be bigger instead of smaller if I was punching them, kind of like that, right? Actually, I could. Oh, Detroit Smash! Detroit Smash! Fuck yeah! Fucking yes! Detroit Smash! Exactly. Ben said hello, lol. Yeah, Detroit fucking Smash. Let's go. Yeah. I love looking at those manga panels, man. Those those pages look so good, man. Dude. Oh, if I ever get like that one day, man. If I can ever draw like that. Lol. Yeah. Oh my god, guys. If I ever get to draw like that, man. We are making... I tell you what, guys. If I ever get that good, we are making comics. I'll do a stream, right? And what we'll do is we'll make comics and we'll have like our own little stream comic that we can like make and do the lore for it and everything. So when I get good, guys, that's what we'll do. How about that? How does that sound? I think that sounds pretty fun, right? Because I thought about the thing today. So I was pissing around and basically just coming up with ideas like possibly for the stream or anything, or like what, you know, what I could potentially start making and drawing and stuff. And one of the ideas that kind of popped into my head was I made this thing called, what was it, personality keys? I think it was called. Yeah, personality key, right? Okay. Have you read more Jujutsu Kaisen? A little bit more, but not that much. I need to read more of that. Shit, I got to head out. Sorry, mate. See you soon. Have fun. Thank you, man, for hopping on stream. I'll see you later, my dude. Imagine not reading and watching for One Piece. So I haven't read that yet. Okay, but I made a thing called personality keys, and we could do something fun with that. But yeah, let's continue with this. And it's basically kind of like each key. So they're like living keys, right? And each key basically has a door which, when unlocked, can learn its personality, kind of thing. So they're like actual like living keys, and it's weird. And I thought to draw that would be kind of stupid. Like if I did like a key character, like if I turned this guy into a key character right here, we could like, I don't know, have him like, so kind of, give me the spit down. Have you? Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty strange that you were in the chat then, because I thought because what's his name? Dan and James and Dan are in the chat right about now. There you go. So if I did like a bit that comes down this way, right, and then you could have like this be a key, right? So like I'm kind of imagining one of those like really old keys that have just got, so there'd obviously be like a hole here. So there'd be like a hole like right there, right? There you go. There's like one of those really old keys, and then it kind of come down this way, and then there's this bit, right? And then kind of, what am I imagining? It's something like, and then, right, and then it's got like a bit. I think it'd be a bit smaller than that actually, so it wouldn't be as big as the thing. But yeah, then it comes like in here. Back out here, and then here, and then here, and then back in like that, and then that's the key edge there, sort of thing, and then it kind of comes down that way, right? Bro, One Piece will take you an entire lifetime to catch up to. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, at some point when I really want to get hooked into One Piece, I'll watch it, but yeah, watch in 1 week, lol? Really? Watch it in 1 week? What, the whole One Piece? No way did you watch One Piece, all of One Piece in 1 week, man. Did you actually do that? There's no way. That's insane if you managed to do that. Right? That's mad if you did that. I'm at work still, so I'm watching whilst I'm here. Yeah? That's cool, man. I mean, you can hop in and dip out. I'm cool with that, Ben. Obviously, I know you're doing that. I didn't expect you to even hop into my stream at all, Ben, so that was kind of a nice surprise, to be fair. Because I knew you were kind of working late tonight, so. And read in 3 weeks. Damn. That's some dedication, my man, to push through that. I mean, I could watch One Piece and like JoJo's and stuff to give me some like ideas on things. Actually, this looks like it's going inwards, doesn't it? Because like this part of the key is like this, so we're not flat like this. We're like this a bit more, aren't we? So yeah, so it kind of looks like it's kind of like that. Like the perspective is bent a smidge, right? Yeah. Give me 22 and give me like 2. Yeah, and then that's the key there, and then like the key would have like eyes or something like. So the key would have like a nose here and like a face or something like that, and then he would have like an eye kind of branches off the key here or something like this, right? And then he'd have like another one that kind of came this way, and then another one here, and then right, and then you know, eye there, right, and then an eye there, right, and then that'd be one of the keys, I guess, right. And then you could give him like a little, I guess you could give him like a little key ear if you wanted to, or something like that, right? Something like that. It's only 908 episodes, and each episode is 23. But if you skip opening and closing it, it will 13 episodes. Okay, so you just skip the opening, about 30 minutes. Hey man, what's up? Well, what are you drawing right now? I'm drawing, okay, 2 things. A guy punching a wall, right? And there's cracks in the wall here. And the second thing I'm drawing is a design that I came up with was something dumb, but it was called personality keys, and that's one of the keys that could be in it. Basically, just the keys that have. It's a key that's living and alive, and can open a door. And when it opens the door, it like finds out what its personality is. It's really on the nose. It's really dumb as well. But I just thought of it just to draw it on stream, you know, just for something for us to draw. But yeah, that's one of the keys there. And then he's got his little body coming down here, and then you could like give him his own little like arms and stuff as well if you wanted to. But right, but yeah. But then again, I feel like it's gonna make his like arms on here, right? So his arms can't be right. Give me his arm down this way or something like that. But yeah, something like that. But you get the idea. Hey, looks like he saw some. Yeah, I don't get why people are into that. Looks better than the triangle family, really? Do you think so? That's cool. That's kind of improvement if that right there, right? That's cool if you think that, man. I appreciate that. Thanks, dude. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Damn. Because here's the triangle family is like right here. There you go. And then there's the key right there. Thanks, dude. Thanks. Oh man, I can't wait to get cracked at drawing, man. Much improvement. I mean, little bits here and there, you know. Like, I need to go through properly and like study some of the stuff, because like there's a lot of things I need to learn in terms of like how things work and fit together, like just like eyes or like lightning bolts or things like that, to identify like where things are coming from. The other thing that I need to do is like, so like say for example if someone's got like a pole, like, or like a sword, or like so if we did like an axe or something, so if I did like an axe here. So like, the other thing I need to really like get good with is like, how can I make somebody like grip an axe, right? So then you'd have like the hand somewhat here, and then like here, or maybe a bit back a bit more, right? And then kind of thing, kind of goes in like that, and then the wrist is kind of up this way, right? Something like this. It's a little weird to draw, but like, how do you get someone to like grip an axe and it look really like what I'm trying to make it look like? Because I was trying to do that the other day. Like me and my friend were at work, right? And what I was trying to figure out whilst I was there is how I could kind of draw hands that. So I was trying to draw this character he's basically got this giant sword. So there's this character and he's got a sword, and it's like, the sword is like ridiculous. Like we're talking like, this is the blade kind of thing. Here's the hand, like the handle's here sort of thing, right? The sword is like absolutely ginormous, right? Handle going up this way, something like this, right? The sword is absolutely massive, and the sword was blocking a cannonball. So like there was a cannonball that was just kind of like hitting the blade like this, and then obviously as it hits it, you've got like this like bit that comes here that like indicates that it's been hit with this ball kind of thing. So then there's like a bit here, and then a bit here, and then a bit here like this, right? And then there was like a guy, he was like blocking it, right? Oh no, Axe looks like his PP. Oh my god, Twitter sound lol. Does it? Nah, I'm not doing that with that, guys. No. No. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. But yeah, sorry, the axe is kind of like this, right? And then you can kind of do, it's kind of like a thing here, something like this. Axe there, and then it kind of comes up like that, right? So it's kind of like the basic sort of hatchet type of thing going on. So just a basic sort of hatchet there. Right, and then like, because it doesn't quite sit at the top, you'd have like a little thing here that kind of like sits there, and then like, yeah, this would kind of come in a bit, so you wouldn't have it like right on the edge sort of thing. So this is like a flat piece that sits on the back of it sort of thing, right? And then it kind of goes this way, see that? And then like this bit, because this, you can't see this bit, mind, so you just wouldn't have it. Because that's part of the blade. You don't see that bit. Yeah? You don't see this. So you just completely get rid of it. So then when you look back, it's just like, boop, and there's the blade. And then what you can do to make it even cooler, right guys, check this out. What you can do is you can go, how do I make this blade look even more cracked? Right? Give it an edge. So what you do is you just draw an edge on it. Just like this. And you get this little blade kind of look going. And you're like, whoa. And then you have an axe. Just like that. And then there's its edge. And then you've got the little kind of axe. And then draw like the rest of it looking a bit nicer and a bit, you know, make sure that it all looks kind of good. I was actually wondering if I could add like a kind of adding like where it's going and stuff kind of thing. But yeah, and there you go. Is that Sabaz's sword? Who's that? Sorry, I got to go, man. It was nice to see you. See you a bit of you drawing again. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. No, do you know? Right, the sword is. Do you know? Have you ever read Berserk before? You ever read that? I would recommend not reading it if you're faint. If you're like, if you're kind of like, I don't know, kind of. You don't like to see horror and things like that, maybe, or like really gruesome things. I wouldn't read it if you don't want to see that. But that's kind of like Guts' blade I was trying to draw there. So you've got like the big bits that come down this way, kind of thing, and like make up his sword. Like got this bit down this way, so they've got this like giant sort of edge. I think Guts' sword also has what I missed out last time when I was drawing it on the board. Is it has like this thing to it. It's a bit better than that. It kind of like actually just goes straight onto the edge of the blade like that, right? But then this is like Guts' sort of sword, sort of thing. And then I think there's like, I don't know if there's like a box or something on it, but there's like a little box here or something like that. And then the rest is like a kind of, let's start from about maybe like here maybe. And then there's a bit that kind of comes down and then it's like there sort of thing. And then like it kind of comes down this way. And then like that's a massive, like that's a big sword, right? That's a big sword. Which blade again? It's Guts' blade. So from Berserk. So Guts, that's his name. Guts' blade, man. So I could get an image of it if you guys want. Hold on a second. If I let me just check if I go onto here, can you see what I'm doing? No, you can't. Perfect. Right. So if I go, okay, Guts, Berserk, and I'll get like Guts' blade. So if I go blade, so I get Guts' blade, right? No, I don't want that. Let's get a good picture of it. Should I have a good picture of it? Okay. There it is. That's a good picture. That's a real good picture. Right, we'll save that. And then I'll do this. And then on here, I can insert new layer. There he is. Oh my god. There he is. Right. So that's Guts right there. God, look at that artwork. Freaking hell, man. Look at that artwork. Look at that artwork, bro. Jesus Christ. Can you see that? Can you actually see that? How cracked does that look? Can't see your tabs, lol. Yeah, that's it, yeah. But yeah, Berserk is similar to JoJo. Not really. But yeah, look at that, man. So that's his blade there. So you can kind of see like kind of what I'm getting at actually. So you can kind of see that on this one, I can't draw like, oh. Yeah, I can't draw like the guy who made Berserk, unfortunately. Why can't I draw now? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't draw like the guy who did Berserk, unfortunately. Nowhere even close, guys. I'm sorry. But you can kind of see what I'm trying to get at with that, right? And then like his blade's got this like, actually it goes right on the edge of here, but yeah, it comes down this way. He's like giant sword. But yeah, if you guys like that sort of stuff and you want to read, what's his pummel look like? What's that pummel look like? In fact, you know what? Give me him exactly. Oh no, give me him, and we'll move him so I can see like what I'm doing. Right. So he's just got like a sharpened edge to his sword or something. There's actually none of these there either, actually. Okay, so there's actually none of. That's correct. That's mad. So if I come back here and there's none of these. I thought there was. See, so I actually added these. These don't. They're not here on his sword. They're just not a thing, right? They're not there. See? They're not there. He doesn't have these edges. See? They're not there. Oh, dude. I love this character, by the way, guys. Guts is an amazing character. I love the character so much, dude. I love the story of Berserk a lot and, like, kind of how, like, what takes place. I know Berserk is really not for, like, younger audiences and it's really dark and grit and, like, you know, I get that, but it's just kind of like, oh man, it's good, man. It's really good. Okay, and then there you go. Okay, I don't want that. Give me a 20. Give me like my drawings are just like terrible now when I put this here, right? but that's fucking funny. My drawings have got to be trayish now. My drawing's got to look real bad now. Yeah. And then we got the blade that kind of comes down that way. This is how you sort of learn stuff though, guys. If you look at basically these sort of things. Oh, his blade's got like a square pummel on the top there. Oh, okay. So it's got this kind of like this going kind of thing. Right, and then it kind of and then it's kind of coming up this way. Like that. No, because there's a bit of edge this way. It kind of comes a bit over this way, a bit more, just a bit more. But yeah, so he's got that sort of pummel going, and he has like some sort of like wrapped. Actually, is it wrapped like right around there, or is it not? Yeah, kind of. So edges there. Yeah, so there is kind of like an edge for this thing here. So if I did something like, okay, give me the pen, give me something like this. So this edge is definitely on there, and then he has like some sort of like bandages kind of thing that are like on the edge of the blade like that. They go all the way up the top. So he's like covered the handle in some sort of like fabric kind of thing. So you got this goes all the way around, and then like this, right, and then like that, and then it kind of just keeps going up like that. You see that? Now I'm on my PC, lol. Welcome back, man, kind of thing. And it's kind of going like up this way. Do. And then he's kind of got this going all the way up to like there. So then like that's his like bit on the pommel. Doesn't 100% look like it, but you get the idea, right? And then it kind of comes down here. So this bit should really be on here like that. It should be really like sharp and like up. Right? Man, I love having SST. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, that's really far out from that. It's a really like wideish type of blade as well. Okay. For the sake of this, I might... Oh no, I can't really. Yeah. It's a really wideish sort of type of blade too. So not only does it like... It's really wide. Right? So it really pops out of the sword. It really kind of comes down. This thing is ridiculous. This thing is massive. It's like with each drawing, you have to have the memory of how something completely looks. Do you know? You have to have like the... you have to know what that thing looks like. Right? It's just nuts. And then it kind of... Right? And then there it is. Kind of thing. And he has like this bit that just follows the sword all the way down as well in the center. He has none of this, right? He has none of this stuff. Completely get rid of that. He's got none of that. His sword is completely like clear. It's completely clear, and then it just kind of, right? It's got this really clear edge to it. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that and get rid of that. Right. It almost, this bit, I don't know how he quite did this bit here though. How did he do that? Look at that. They look like they're like weaved in or something. Yes, yes. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm getting a bit nerdy here and trying to figure it all out. It looks amazing though. It just looks so cool. Is it only me that thinks this looks amazing? This looks sick. Or like trying to draw. Well, loads of people think this is amazing, but I think that people would think drawing this isn't quite amazing. Like, yeah. But yeah, anyway, just for the sake of it, I'll finish it, but kind of thing. So just so we have it, but yeah, right. And then like his sword would kind of like keep coming down here, keep coming down. Oh yeah, and then I can't draw past that because he's there, right? So I got to move him. Yeah, like this up out the way or something like that. Right. So I can finish it off. Comes down here. And you got this like giant blade edge or something that kind of comes down here. Alright, and then yeah, his sword is way longer, but way longer than that. But you get the idea, right? His sword is so much longer than that, but you get the idea. And then obviously, yeah, it goes into there. But yeah, there you go. That's it. Are you just make a couple of lines on overlay until it makes sense? Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to like draw it from kind of just figuring it out kind of thing, like just looking at it. Because it's things like, it's what I'm looking for is like the details on it. Is because that's what I kind of forgot in a sense. So like if I go to what I'm drawing, like the details is kind of like this bit here that comes around to here, this bit here, this little bit that connects onto the edge of here, you know, like his hand that wraps around. So you can see there's actually like some type of like, I don't want to draw over it, but there's like a line there, and then it kind of goes into there, and then there's a bit in there, and it comes around, right? Or am I looking at that wrong? There's a thumb there as well. Wait, is he holding that up with his hand, or is that? Oh. Okay, I think he's just holding it up Right, so one of his hands is like there's some, it's like a ball or something, and there's something there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So cool, man. So cool. That's what she said. Yes, that is what she did say. Good old guts, man. Good old guts. Then there's another bit there. When you get so tempted to just keep going with something, I don't know. There you go, and then we'll go into there. But anyway, yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. That's kind of what it looks like. Mad, man. Mad. One day I'll be able to draw like that. One day. Don't know when, but one day. Can I make him smaller or not? Oh, I can't. I'll just put him in the bottom corner for now. Right. So cool, man. So cool. Let me actually jack the value up so I can delete this. Oh, no. Okay. I have to choose that layer as well. There you go. Get rid of that. You get rid of that. It's interesting that his blade's got like no edges on it. Got no edges. It's one day, just don't give up. Yeah, I won't give up, man. And practice often. I do. I draw something like at least every day. So, how much longer are you going to stream tonight? I don't know. I feel like, in terms of just what I'm going to be doing, I just think I'm just going to stream until I fancy, and then when I get bored, if you want to go or anything, just go, man. I mean, I'm just going to stream just for a bit longer and just until I get bored of it, sort of thing, you know. Until, you know. Actually, how many hours have I been streaming for? How long have I actually been? Does it tell me? When have I actually been streaming? Where is it? An hour and a half. That's how long I've been streaming for. Okay, that's fair. So I've been streaming for like an hour and a half. No problem. Maybe, what's the time right now? 8 o'clock? Almost 9? Yeah, maybe a little bit longer, you know. Do you work on weekends, Liam? I do not. No. I don't work on weekends. I do other stuff on weekends. So normally I would be doing things like I'd be doing other things, or just sort of chilling or something like that. Maybe training from time to time, even though I look like a damn toothpick. You know, it's yeah. So yeah, that's not right. That doesn't look right. That needs to be thicker. That does not look right compared to that. That comes down there into there. That needs to be thicker than that if that's going to come into there. But yeah, that's him punching into a damn wall. What do we do with this guy? Then there's a bit there. And then it comes up there. And then what else do I want to do with this? Could give him like a bigger bit of a shoulder there. Something like that. Whoa. What's this? No, I'm not going to leave. I'm just listening. Cool. Just seeing how much longer you stream, so I know that I have something to listen to while I'm working low. Oh, okay, that's cool. Low, and then just low all the way down. Are you alright there, Jojo? Are you good, man? Are you okay, man? Low. What's up, buddy? Are you okay? Let me just draw this. Just gonna keep saying lol. Okay. Gonna keep drawing this guy. I understand, like, I'm sorry that these, like, perhaps aren't the most entertaining streams, guys. I do apologize for that sometimes, I guess, but I don't know. I just like drawing and stuff, so yeah. I feel like I really do want to, because I was looking at a a thing before this, somebody talking about it and stuff. You just keep saying, "No, Jojo," okay. And it's, yeah, just some of the things that people were doing and coming up with are just amazing. And I just, yeah. I have to like watch all of these videos to get a proper understanding of how hair and things work and how certain things come together. It's just so crazy. Because you think, when you see them draw, you're kind of like, damn. Do you know what I mean? Or some of the time you might think to yourself, oh, I could probably do that as well, right? But if you kept sort of when you actually try and do it yourself, you actually think to yourself, bugger, it's actually way harder than it is, right? It's way harder than it is. And I feel like that's one of the things that intrigued me about it. My hands I was deaf. What? It's dead as fuck. Oh, it's just me or PS3 music in the background. It's not PS3 music. It's just basically like. So the music I got is like a copyright-free track. I can change it if you want, guys, but it needs to be something like copyright-free. Because I was searching for something that was a little bit more. That wasn't. Yeah, there's just something copyright-free that I could quickly kind of use. But what are you guys like? What's the main music genre that you guys are sort of into? And I'll see if I can find a copyright-free version of it so we can kind of use it. But tell me what you're into, man. What would you guys like in terms of music? Because my songs, like, I normally listen to, depends on like what mood I'm in, but normally I normally listen to something like a. Yeah, it's kind of comes down there. I normally listen to like an R&B or something like that. That's kind of what I listen to. Or if I'm like raged up and I'm ready to go, I'm listening to something like rock or something like really like that's like pumping me up sort of thing. Yeah. Nintendo music. Is that what you listen to? Okay, that's kind of interesting. I didn't think that. Nintendo music. It's like a finger there. Right, and then it kind of like curves in there. And then it kind of curves in there. It's in there. It's in there. Good old Nintendo. And then there's a bit there. Kind of goes there. And it's there. And then we got the hand. It kind of looks like there's some kind of like glove or something that this character's wearing here. Like, do you know those glove, like patterned gloves that they're sort of wearing? I don't know. It kind of feels like that to me. Like he's wearing some sort of like patterned something here, right? So he's got like some type of like. Doesn't it feel like that? It just feels like that at the moment. And then there's obviously like the edge of the knuckle, right? Or something there, right? It just doesn't that feel like that to you? To me, it does. It really feels like he's got some sort of like glove or something on there. Yo, Handu. By the way, hands are a JoJo reference. Hands, yeah, JoJo reference. I need to watch JoJo, man. I really do need to watch JoJo. I need to watch JoJo, man. I just need to. I don't know when to fit it in yet. I've got so much other stuff to do. Maybe I should designate like a day for it. Like this is like the JoJo day or something, right? Because I don't quite know when to watch it, man. Although it does seem pretty good though, but I just don't know when to watch it. Oh, that doesn't look. That's not right. Well, I can kind of leave it like that, but it's. Kind of like this hand, though, that I've done here. This hand looks kind of interesting. I like the way the hand... I might actually, like, draw that out. It looks really cool. Like, if I give that a tooth like that. If I give that to... That looks really sick. I like the way the fingers have done. Yeah, I feel like there is a glove, yeah. Yes. What about a gauntlet? A gauntlet. Oh, a gauntlet. How would I draw that? Interesting. How would I do that? A gauntlet. How the fuck would I draw that? I'm kind of getting... Okay, I'm kind of getting a... What are we getting? Something like this? Oh, right. Okay, something like this. And then down here. And then over this way. And then it's something there. That's the edge of it. Then there's it's like a knuckle. Right? Someone's like... There's like a hand that's like here or something. I don't quite know. So this is the edge of the... Okay, let me give me a sec with this one, guys. I'm trying to think how else I could... Like an armored gauntlet? Maybe I could have like a bit that kind of comes up this way. Something here. Kind of something up this way. And then maybe like it ends with like a sort of like a thing here or something. And then there's like a hand maybe here. Something like that. And then obviously the wrist bit goes into there. God, I've never drawn a gauntlet before. That's crazy. Okay. Make knuckles more rounded. We'll do that with this one. So, okay, if I go right, so there's a knuckle there. So then the knuckle would come around like that. Like this. Right, and then like that. Right. And then kind of like that. And then like this. And then there's one there. It looks a bit scuffed from this raw side, but that's like there. Right. He's kind of gauntlet kind of thing looking there. And it looks kind of, there's a bit, oh, a bit that comes up here. I kind of wanted to give it this like triangle thing, like it's going up. It's like plated or something. I don't quite know how to explain it. Try to draw Thanos gauntlet. It needs just more detail, yeah. The Thanos gauntlet. Oh my god. I could give that a go, yeah. The Thanos, I don't know, I need to have a look at what that... I could get an image of it and we'll have a look at what that looks like. But yeah, I kind of wanted to draw just something like this. You got like this repeated like pattern that kind of flows or something like that. And then it's got like this like armor piece that kind of goes all the way up. And then yeah, there's his hand there, the edge of his hand. And then like, it kind of goes there. There's something there as well, right? Something like there. Not quite. That's weird how to do that. Because some of the stuff, like, when you guys say, like, I'm trying to imagine, like, what it would kind of look like. Because I'm trying to fill it in with, like, my brain. So, Thanos Gauntlet. What does that look like? Thanos Gauntlet. Thanos Gauntlet. What does that look like? Okay. That's weird. The handy space cats is in my recommended. It looks like poor. Okay. Bro, How many people do you guys get a lot of my content in your recommended or something? I wondered that. I'm guessing it's doing that because you're watching my stream. Losing £100 in America is good, but in UK, hell no. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, you do. Oh, you do get it in there. Okay. That's crazy, man. It's crazy to think that that YouTube is recommending me to some people, man. It's fucking amazing. I thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to find maybe a drawing of his hand of it. How about Thanos Gauntlet drawing? Give me a drawing of it. Give me a drawing so I can like see the lines a bit better and stuff. It gives me like these super detailed drawings. God damn. God damn. So it has obviously the standard like hand to it. Right, it has a standard sort of hand going. And then you've got, you know, the standard kind of hand thing going here. And then it has the stones on the out a bit. So if I was going to draw the stone bits that kind of come down. And then there's a stone that sits in each one. But in the center, there's a bigger one. So in the center, there's a massive ass stone that sits in the center of the hand, which is where the gauntlet is. Right? Something like that. And then it kind of sits right in the center of that hand. But yeah. And then it kind of comes like out and then down like this or something like that. It's really strange. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. For some reason this image is calling me. I don't know why. But this image is catching my brain. There's something about this image that I just want to put in. Where is it? There. Give me this image. Put in as a new layer, yeah. So like this image here is, I don't know why, but this one called me. Right. Kind of thing. Oh, so they're actually more rounded than that. W and then like loads of, what, are you cold right now or? To this. And then there's like a, oh. So in each piece there is a bit that comes up this way. Right. Give me the pen. Yeah, so these are way more rounded. See, these are rounded pieces that sit in it. And then like so are these. This is like a proper rounded piece that sits in there. Right? And then this comes round here and it's like proper rounded. But like here, it almost seems like there's like a some sort of like this, and then it comes round and up kind of thing, and then you've got it there again, and then it kind of has that same sort of thing going on there. How many? There's 4. Yeah, 4 on the knuckle bits that make that. So you'd have to do like one after the other, right? One after the other there. That makes that. So I'd have to try and get the circles kind of right. And then that kind of does that, and then it's like a bit here. Wow. There's a bit here. Far from like getting really good at it, but yeah. It's just weird seeing all of it, all of the detail of pieces. I'm trying to figure out like where bits fit. Because like, do you know when you look at like somebody drawing like a horse or something, or you look at them draw human anatomy or something, people have to, that's in their brain. Like they have to remember that. They can't just you know, they have to remember what that structure looks like in order to draw it again. That's so like, imagine how much stuff is in their brain to keep drawing that. Like, and that's the thing. Like, this is the thing that a woman explained to me. Like, I was watching a video on this, and she explained this to me. Even if you draw, right, so you've got to draw like 1,000 times of the same image to kind of get it, right, to kind of crack it, right, to like get it right. Isn't that crazy? You draw that image 1,000 times to get it, right? Because what you're doing is, when you're drawing, is you're trying to fill your brain with that detail of whatever it is that you're looking at. So like the detail of how a muscle works, the detail of how bones look, the detail of swords, the handles, the hilts, detail of helmets, heads, you know, eyes, where does that go? All that sort of thing. And it's just kind of like, it's kind of nuts to me when you start thinking about it properly. It's like, how much do they really remember? It's like, don't tell me you've got a bad memory, because, dude, if you can remember all of that stuff, then Jesus, you know. Come up here, then come up this way. It's like when you say you got a bad memory, right? And then somebody says something like, "Remember, can you tell me what the story of this film is?" And they tell you straight away, and you just kind of like, there is no way you have a bad memory. This kind of looks scuffed actually, but yeah. I kind of want to draw like another bit. It's kind of here or something like that. But yeah. Now, some people like me, Liam, just can't fast memorize it. Like, I don't study for the test. I just listen on classes and boom, good grades. Now, some people like me can just fast memorize. Yeah, like, I don't study. So you're like, okay, you're lucky, Jojo. You're so lucky, man. Because I think James is like that. So my friend James has the same sort of thing. Because when I was younger, we used to go in for tests and stuff, and he used to just kind of, it's really, really nuts, but he used to just kind of go in and he would just ace the test like straight off. And all he would do, he wouldn't really do any homework or anything. He'd just sort of know what and it was kind of crazy. And like, for me, I don't think I could do that, if that makes sense. I don't think that I can just sort of pull that off. Because that's not how my mind works. My mind doesn't kind of work like that, unfortunately. But I feel like, because like most people work like this. Most people have a mind that kind of is over time. So like, because I feel like it's designed that way because of how evolution would normally work. So say, for example, if you're out in the wild or something, right? You only can pick up, your brain is is making it so you expend the least amount of effort. Okay, so so like so in like life, it's not like an advantage for you to sit there for 8 hours and look at something, is it? And then learn it. Most people, I don't think it works like that. How I think it works is, say for example, you sit down for 5 minutes and you learn something, right? And then, you come back later on, another 5 minutes, 10 minutes here and there, 15 minutes here and there, whatever. Over time, that memory sticks more because I think that's the way your brain is geared. And because if you look at the people who can basically absorb information like that by sitting there for hours and just staring at someone, I bet you there's less of those people than there is the people who can absorb information piece by piece over time. Because it just seems like that in evolution and nature, that's how that works. Because from a biological standpoint, it makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes sense, right? Am I wrong in that? Because that's how I kind of think at the moment. Because what other reason would your brain have for doing that? Like, why would, you know, it just doesn't, you know. Do you guys agree with that, or do you think no? Do you kind of think that I'm sort of wrong in that, or do you guys kind of think? Because that's how I'm thinking of it at the moment. And like, it's not to say that there aren't people out there that can't, sort of, because I've seen people before who can do this sort of thing. But yeah. But there is a problem. If you fast memorize and your brain works fast, you can explain. Right, there is a problem. If you're fast memorize and your brain works fast, you can't explain things good. Ah, I see. Almost as if you can't memorize some other concept in which you've consumed. So effectively, like, right. So say, for example, what you're learning fast is you're trying to grab quite a bit of detail, right? You're trying to grab as much detail as you can within the time you've got, right? But when it comes to explaining it, because you're missing some of that detail, your brain doesn't quite understand what... So when you explain it to someone, your brain is like, how do I say this to someone? Because it's not quite got the concept. You might have the concept, but you can't say it because you haven't got the information to sort of say it, right? But someone who sits there for ages and studies it, their brain perhaps it has that time, right? So then when they go to explain something, they can explain it, the complexity in detail, because that information is stored in there. Does that make sense? Exactly. Yeah. So like that's kind of the difference between or the strengths between the two. But does that mean that people who absorb information at a faster rate, does that mean that they don't get all the details, or do you think it means that they have the concept but they can't explain it because their brain hasn't properly looked at it yet? How does that sort of... Because that's the thing, right? That's the weird thing. And also, what do you guys think in terms of like, why does somebody, or how can somebody absorb a concept faster than somebody else? What's going on there exactly? Why does that happen? Why is their brain rigged in that way? I don't understand that. Yeah, they have a concept, but they can't explain it. Yeah. Okay, so they have the concept, but they cannot explain the concept properly because the information is not quite there. Right, gotcha. Right, so that's kind of what's going on there. How strange is that, huh? So they have the concept, but they can't quite... They have the concept, but they can't quite explain it. But how much of the concept do they have exactly? Do they have as much as the person who took longer? I would wager not, right? Or do you think they had... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it probably just seems so, because when you go to use it, they can still use it effectively, right? So it's kind of like the same thing. So perhaps not. Perhaps it is. They do have it. They just... That extra pieces of... Yeah, it's just not there. I don't know. I have ADHD, and I think it's part of it, but I don't know. 20% concept. Gotcha. Right. Right. That makes a lot of sense. So because you've got ADHD, from what I understand, your brain is kind of like... Right. So here's your brain, right? So... Right. So your brain has this going on. So you've got panel 1, like this. Right. Panel 2, like this. Right. And you have like another panel. You have like 5 panels at once going on, something like this, right? Panel here, another panel here, another panel here, panel here. And like when you're present in the moment, so this panel here, the one in the front, we'll call the moment. So this one here is your present brain, right? As you're in the moment, you're actually thinking about this one, or this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. Yeah? So you got present brain, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Well, I'm not an expert on this, so don't take my word for it. I don't know, but this is kind of what I've heard so far. And then so their brain, you've got multiple things in your mind at once that you're actively sort of thinking about, right? So that's kind of like what you've got going on there. I think it's different, the difference between understanding the thing and knowing it. The difference is, I think, between understanding and knowing it. Right. Yeah, and you want to explain to someone your brain starts crashing. Yeah. That's crazy. So your brain has the concept, or like pieces of the concept. Oh, like it's fragmented. Yes. I see, maybe. But why? So like if concept... Fuck. Like, just like the panel system. So say for example the concept is like... You've got piece of this concept here. Piece of... Shit. So when you explain it, you can't... It's like a film reel. Like if you've got a film reel that's going on. Shit. No way. If you've got a film reel that's going on... The fuck? You've got scene 1, right? Of information in here. Scene 2, right? There's nothing. You haven't. It's blank. You haven't got anything in there. You can't say it, right? Scene 3, you've got something. I don't know. I just kind of, but you kind of see. I don't know. It's weird. But then normal people would think, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting all weird here. But does that? I don't know. It's so weird. This is why like I kind of want to study people's brains, man. They fascinate me. Why the fuck does that happen? Why does that happen? And it's a variation. Exactly. You're goddamn right. Oh no. Yes. Right. Right. Is this how you feel, man? So you have scene 1. You have scene 1 here. Scene 2's got nothing in it. And then maybe you've got 2 scenes that are like this scene and this scene has something in it. Right? This scene here, something in it. This scene here, something in it. So when you're explaining, you flow. Scene 3, however, this one here. What the hell? It's not. Oh, because of the berserk thing. We'll do it up here. Because of this one here has nothing in it. There's nothing in. Oh, there's nothing in that one. That's when it breaks. Right. So when you're actively looking at someone, you're not absorbing all of the information. You're grabbing what you can. Ah. Over that time period. I see. Like somebody, that's how it would work, yeah. I see, yes, because I did that when I was sitting there studying for my test. I would remember certain pieces of it, but not quite every single thing. So one's ability to absorb information. Right. I see. Right. So the smarter somebody is, perhaps, maybe the more they can fit in. Right. So, right. Shit. That's insane. That's fucking... That's nuts. Jesus. So instead of remembering pieces, like... Instead of remembering instead of you going like piece 1, piece 2, so you don't know something piece 1, you know something piece 2 and piece 3, somebody who might have who might be smarter might get more into their brain. So when you ask them, what do you memorize, they could pull out more than what you can, and you think, what? I don't think that's necessarily 100% the reason. There's obviously other factors like how quickly they can come up with different concepts and what they can use them for. You know, like creativity or trait openness is one of the factors in terms of how you measure an intellect among an individual. And the reason for this is because when they talk about complex, they talk more about complex concepts than normal people do because of the way their brain is wired. So their brain has to be wired in order to completely look at these different concepts. So they're constantly being shoved, like they're around them all the time, so they know about them, right? But people normally who just don't need that, they don't have all these concepts around them. So technically their intelligence, you could say is a little bit more because of the stuff they've seen, right? But thanks for telling me that, Jojo. That's so fascinating. Bloody hell. That's amazing. Thanks, man. I so appreciate that. Dude, what the hell? Oh, that's kind of freaky. Because, like, I always think to myself, could you make somebody smarter by increasing the connections within their mind? Like, I really want to know this. Like, if you took someone who is like really exceptionally gifted and smart and looked at their brain compared to a normal person, what's going on exactly? Is the connections. So say for example in a brain, right, you have a connection like this, right? So you have something that is connected, right? Like this. And then you've got another one. So you've got a connection that goes like this, right? Connection here, right? Like this. Connection that comes down this way, right? Like this. And then you have like maybe you have like these connections that keep going and keep building together. So maybe this one is connected to this one as well, right? Something like this, huh? So like this one's connected to this one too. And this one's over here. And this one's connected to this one, right? The more of these types of connections you have in your brain, and the stronger this is. So when you run something through this, right, like this, and you keep running something through it, the more the stronger it would perhaps get, right? So that specific memory of what you're doing. So say for example, this cluster right here is how do I draw an arm muscle. The more I keep drawing the arm muscle, the more strength this connection gets, the stronger it becomes. Okay? But then if they have more of these connections, what would that prove exactly? Because you'd need to run information through the connection to make it stronger. Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly, you're goddamn right. Yeah, like biology teacher explained lesson, I can memorize words word to word, but when she says like explain that, oh, flatland. Right, I just say I don't know. Okay, let me ask you a question, Jojo. Let me ask you a question. If I asked you to draw me a house, what would you draw me? Would you draw me a house, like a house that you've seen before? Or would you draw me something like this? Would you draw me something that's got like a door on it, like this, little door here, right, window perhaps in there, right? Would you draw me something abstract, or would you draw me something completely from memory? My guess would be completely from memory, right? So there you go. Because this is the thing, I've started doing this. I don't know why, perhaps I'm weird, but whenever I look at people, right, I always think to myself, what exactly is your personality? And like, what exactly, like, because I know that I've got trait openness because I deal with all this stuff and I love it, right? So it makes me wonder, what do you have? Right? I'll draw my house or my neighbour's house. You'll draw your house or your neighbour's house, huh? You take it straight from memory, not from abstraction. Wow. Yeah. You take it from memory, not from abstraction. Shit. Okay. Okay. You're making my brain move now. You're making me proper move. I'm proper thinking now. I'm like, wait a second. Oh, dude. You're making my brain come on. I am actually pure thinking right now. Okay. So you're thinking from your... Yeah, you're not thinking from abstraction. You're thinking from memory. So your brain relies more on memory than it does abstraction. So it's, yeah, that's what's going on. How long is that class? What do you mean? How long is that class? Well, what do you mean by that? But it's just... Thanks for telling me this stuff, man. It's crazy. I will want... Oh, man. One of these... I almost feel like that one day I kind of want to be like... Oh, show the glass you drink from. Oh, right. There you go. Is that cool? Can you see that? It's water, by the way. For anybody who's asking, it is water. Dude. Yes, lol. Yeah. So the glass is looking somewhat like this. Drawing from abstraction. Why evolutionary, guys? Why would you need that? Why would you need that? Well, I can understand. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That's a stupid question, Liam. You're an idiot. Okay, no. Ignore me. Okay, you'd need that. Yeah. That's really dumb. Just ignore me. You'd need that because of obviously the ability to memorize things would mean you could memorize certain locations or objects better than others, meaning that we could use them for later use, meaning there's an advantage to you. The other thing would be, why else would you need to do things from abstraction, right? The abstraction reason is because if you come across a complex problem, how quickly can your brain figure out an abstract idea in order to accomplish said task, which would be the difference between the two. Now, some individuals would be stronger in one, some individuals would be stronger in the other. That is why they are needed in evolution. Each one provides its own thing. This is why, within the current world that we reside in, you have people who are ridiculously creative and people who aren't. But the people who are probably at the other, at some end of it, who are quite logical and they can remember details and facts quite easily. That's what that is for. Helium question: when you think, do you have an inner voice or do you see a picture? Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben. Depends on what I'm using my brain for. That's okay. So this is fascinating. Oh my god, I love talking to you guys about this. You guys are. I love you guys so much. Okay. Okay. Here's how my brain works. If I'm thinking about something randomly, or I'm just sort of thinking about something, normally it tends to be, sometimes it's, a lot of the time it is words. But as soon as I start hitting something like if somebody says, can you imagine a map for me, or like a road, I can imagine the road. Or if I'm imagining like a character, I see the character. So I don't see words of the character, like I don't see samurai. When I'm thinking samurai, I see like an actual samurai. Okay? But like if I'm thinking about but then again, am I thinking about a person there? Because I was just thinking to myself, wait a second. I'm just thinking to myself, am I seeing? Because when I'm talking about people, do I see words? But when I talk about objects, I then see pictures and images. So when I'm thinking about a car, I don't think about a car in words. I'm seeing a car in my brain. But then a road, it's a road. A house, I'm seeing a house. I'm not seeing the word house, I'm seeing an actual fucking house. But then if I talk about... No. But then again, it is mostly pictures though. No. Take it back. Most of my brain is images. Yeah, most of my brain is images. Most of it is. Because even if I have to talk about people, I remember their faces. Because what I can't do is when somebody says to me, if I meet somebody new and I don't know what their name is, and they've told me already, I don't remember their name, but I remember what they look like. So if I meet a new girl, or a new guy, or anybody, and they go, oh, who is that you were talking to again? Like if I use them in a sentence and somebody's asking, my brain instantly goes to the image of the person. So I can see what they look like, but I can't, the name is just lost to me. I can't, the name in my brain is just not there. And I notice that a lot with a lot of people. If I spend a lot of time with the person, however, my brain then absorbs. So it's looking for the image, the detail. Shit. Let me throw that question back at you guys. What are you thinking? Do you think in words or pictures? Because that's fucking interesting. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking in? Because I think 100% in pictures. I think maybe... Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, oh, when I talk to myself in my brain, I'm talking, but that's not really words. Yeah, I think most of the time mine is imagery. A lot of the time it really is imagery. Yeah, because when somebody's explaining something to me, I'm not envisioning the words they're saying, I'm envisioning the image of what they're saying. So somebody says, imagine a bird. In my brain, I'm not thinking, imagining the words of what he's saying about, imagining the bird itself with the wings out, everything. Right. I think in half and half, but mostly 60% words, 40% pictures. The fuck? Really? What the fuck? Oh shit. I think in mainly pictures. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. I think in pictures like most of the time. So if we took someone, because there's so many things I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about, okay, so do you know you have the brain, you have two sides to it, don't you? So like in the brain you have a side that governs logical thought, don't you? So if I'm just going to draw a scuffed thing here. We have a side that imagines logical thought, and we have a side that imagines abstract ideas abstract ideas, right? I'm thinking that's kind of what, right? So we have that and that, don't we? Is one stronger in an individual? Or better still yet, when one is born, does one have more connections in one side than the other? Huh? How about that? Why does one activate more than the other exactly? Because in the construction of a brain, if you have more connections in one side than the other, would it be easier to use it? Huh? Would it be easier to use it? I don't know, because if it would be easier to use it, your brain would default to the easiest thing and use it. But I don't know if that's the case. But then why? Well, that's the reason. If you're using one more than the other, it could be because it has more connections in it, which could determine why some people come out in a certain way. But then, yeah, but if some people, yeah, and then it's like a scale. So some people have it 60%, some people have it 40%. So we could have person A, which is Bob, right? So we'll have Bob here, right? We'll have Bob or something like this, right? Bob has a stronger this side, right? So when he defaults to thinking, it comes out in this side, right? But then if we have Jim is the other side. So when he defaults to thinking, it comes out to the other side more. Does that sound right or wrong? I don't know. I don't know if that's right. Just an idea. But in terms of the size of the brain, dependent on which one has more connections, is that the one that people use more because of the ease of it? Don't know. For me, when I think about stuff, I'm usually having a conversation with myself. You're usually having a conversation with yourself. Yeah, but then, so, okay, you're usually having a conversation with yourself. Yes, I have this also. But when does that conversation, when you start Does it, when it keeps flowing, does it become words you're thinking about, or does it become image? Does it become images itself? Do you see what I mean? It just makes me really start thinking now, because it's like, I wonder what is responsible for that. Is it that exactly? Is that the reason? Like this side and this side, is that the fucking... It mostly becomes words. So you do think in words. Yeah, I've got a suspicious feeling that but I think, I don't know what I'm talking about 100%, so I can't really say, but what I'm thinking right now is I've got a sneaky feeling that one side of the brain is being used more than the other for a specific reason. And I'm thinking it's probably because of an ease thing. I don't know. I don't see words. I hear my voice in my head. Yeah, but when you hear... Yeah, I don't really see words either. I don't see words. I hear the voice in my head, but I don't see the words. Right? But when I continue to use my voice, over time, and it goes to a concept, like a person, or anything, PC, my brain will start getting images of that specific thing. Right? But then Jojo thinks in words. So Jojo, in your brain, do you see words? Like if I said, if you start thinking about something, do you see the literal words in your mind? And while I don't see the words, I hear my voice in the head. But yeah, so then Ben, do you see... So the voice in your head, is that consistent? Is that a continuant thing, or do you see anything else? Do you see words or pictures, or is it just the voice? Yes, because one side is used for walking, shaking, and other is used for memorizing and other shit. Yes. No, I don't see literal words. That would still be kind of pictures, right? So maybe are both being used, but it's like a scale. Okay. So it's not that one might still be more dominant than the other in some aspects, and not the other, just depending on what you're using it for, right? I see. Okay, thanks guys. You guys really got my brain running then for a minute. I was just thinking, Jesus, because I like looking at people and thinking about like why their brain does what it does, why it works the way it works. Do you know what I mean? Because one of the things that I don't understand is interest. That's something that I don't understand yet. And why, so say for example, if you have two people, right? Why is somebody more interested in one thing than the other? Also, how can people, the other thing I don't understand is, people get bored, right? People can deal with boredom. I can't deal with it too much. I don't like being bored. It fucks with me. I don't like it. Just why I stream and draw and everything, I can't deal with boredom. It pisses me off. Like, if I'm bored, I'll start coming up with something. Like, if I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what to do, then there's a character in my head. What's the character's name? And then bam, and I'm off. You know? Give me a second, guys. Someone's just come through the door. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, for something like, if I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, that I like to talk to myself, but I can't also imagine images. But I can also imagine images. Okay, so you can do both. Yeah, so one side might be one side. Yeah, because technically you wouldn't have one side of the brain completely dominant, because that wouldn't make any sense now, would it? Because all of the brain has to be used, because otherwise it wouldn't be there. Like, damn that brain thick, yeah. So it wouldn't be there if you weren't going to use it. Okay, so that's right. But obviously, but it's just kind of like, I just wonder. Because I kind of want to determine, because one of the things that got me is I know that I was kind of, I found, obviously I like psychology a lot and looking at like how people like all the mind works. And one of the things that really did get me is that you have 5 personality traits, which if you kind of look at, you can see that in somebody, right? We all have some of them to some degree, right? But I feel like the one tends to be somewhat more prominent, right? So if I was talking about somebody who has who's like got trait conscientiousness, they're more likely, and they're more likely to be very, very like hard working and things like that. It doesn't really matter what they're doing, right? But if you have somebody who's got trait neuroticism, then like they're more geared for security. So they want to be secure and safe. That's what they want a lot more than the other traits. I think I have 2 personally. I think you have a lot of, practically all of them in some, I don't know, in some regard, I think. But I think one is more, yeah, it stands out more. Because it's not like people can't do things, right? It's not like people, like, it's not like somebody who's got trait neuroticism. It's not like we don't fear things and we want to be safe. Everybody wants that, right? You're right. But I feel like there's somebody out there that wants that more than somebody else. So that trait within them is stronger. You see? Because the only thing that I did think about in terms of like psychology in that is that some people some people are quite creative and some people are not, right? So some people are creative to the point of where they have to, like, they really, but some people really aren't, right? But the people who are really need to be somewhat, so they have to make things, otherwise they get upset or mad or whatever, right? So they really have to be. Does that make sense? Or am I talking gibberish? You guys are making me think now, big time. You guys are you just cracked open my brain. I'm like, what the hell's going on here, But it does make you think though, doesn't it? Because that's the one thing that I don't. Perhaps maybe these traits are perhaps is what determines people's. Yeah, these traits are what determines what people are interested in. So for example, somebody has trait openness as their personality trait, right? Their dominant personality trait or something like that. I don't know if it is 100% what that is, but let's say for example it is, right? I know, I'll be AFK for 5 minutes. Okay, so say for example that's the case, right? Would you think that, so their job is more going to be geared to more creative things? So therefore, any stimulus in the environment that is new or forces them to make something is what they're going to be more attracted to, right? So that's what their brain is drawn to. That's their interest, right? Because I broke down interest to be basically advantage, or like invoking emotion, right? So if you look at every single interest that has been formed, right? You think, why are people interested in these things? And it's like because of advantage and emotion that it grants. So you think, if you look at because the thing that perplexed me for a long time is like love songs. I never really understood like why love songs are so valued amongst people. Obviously it's kind of stupid because you'd think people are in love song, and it's exactly yes. But the reason for it is because people, there's 2 factors, right? So the first factor is the love that they feel, that's an emotion. So when they listen to that song, they feel that emotion, right? So the second reason is the advantages. So what advantages do you get from being in love? And you can obviously say that you get certain things from a girl and you get kids and everything else, right? So you see 2 things in that. right? And if you look at practically every single thing, that can be broken down into that sort of thing, into emotion or interest. And the interest in terms of that emotion is granting advantage. And then obviously things that give you emotion enforce that emotion, which gives you a feeling, which is probably somewhat positive. Because you think to yourself, if you look at somebody, because I'm very late in this kind of back to content, but if you just think like, why does somebody like comedy? Because the comedy it invokes the emotion of happiness within the individual. And because of that, they like it and they watch it. You see? Right? But then if you go, why do some people... I mean, technically it could be both, and I reckon in a lot of instances it is. But like some people who are like scientists, right? Who are just information hounding, right? That information grants them advantages over others. Right? Do you see that? So therefore, that advantage is something that they look out for. Yeah, I'm back, but my volume is all the way down because some big reasons. And when you read my messages, just wave. Well, I've just read one, but you're mostly in my chat, so of course I'm going to read them. Anyway, I actually might go to the toilet as well, guys, because I'm actually needing to go. But thanks for sort of... Yeah, my brain is definitely activated. Dude, I think about stuff all the time and I actually love it. It's so good. Anyway, guys, just give me a second. Brain is kicking now. By the way, guys, if you have any questions about anything you kind of want to ask me about anything, like any complex subject, anything like that, hit me with it. If I know it, I'll talk about it in more detail and tell you what I think and stuff like that. But if not, then I'll just tell you that I don't know. Okay? But Jesus. Whew. Lol. I just found some old channel names lbrandom, and the first one's only a video time at London, vids from 2019. Yeah, I've seen that one. See, this is why I chose my name on YouTube. You see, I chose my name on YouTube because it was so unique, and also explained Like at the time, I was quite a random individual, but now I know the reason for why. That is because of trait openness. But yeah, I was quite a random individual. Like loads of different random things, and so yeah, lbrandom was the name. Probably not the best name for YouTube, really, but it's the one I started with. So, yeah. lbrandom is random. We don't talk about that, Ben. We don't talk about that video, okay? We don't talk about that. It's not something we talk about. Yeah. I don't say... Yeah. I don't know. A lot of the videos I make made on my channel over the years have been really dumb. I don't know why I made them, but I just did. It's like I have this like... I do feel like I do like to make things. I have a genuine need to want to make something. Right? So it's kind of like I have to do it. Do you know what I mean? I just like it, man. Because of the interest before, like because of the trait that I have. Because I noticed that in my family, a lot of people who are in my family, they have the similar trait to me. They have the same trait. Right? So that trait it runs in my family, man. lbrand, yeah, true. lbrandom is Liam B. Yeah. Liam's surname and random is random. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly it. I'm basically just saying Liam, my surname is random. That is what I'm saying. Right? Which, come on, man, it's true. Isn't it? It's fucking true. Look at the shit I'm doing. I'm fucking, like, isn't it true? Look at my channel as well. Am I wrong? I'm fucking not. Look at my shit that I've done throughout the years. I am random, bro. I really am. Like, my name is so appropriate. Like, it's just like, yeah. You are a random individual, man. That's, yeah. For a name back then, I really did nail it. I've done so much random pieces. Like, I've played different games. Like, because this is another thing I did as well. Like, back when YouTube was, when I was first doing it years ago, I really wanted to be like a variety person. And like, I remember like now these days YouTube is very, you're this channel, you're this channel, you're this channel. Right? And it's like, yeah. And this is why it's hard for me, like even in like jobs and things, it's hard for me to sort of be that way. This is the one thing you do and that's it, kind of thing. And it's like, this is why I feel like I want to do these sorts of things, because say for example, if I was somebody who was drawing, what would I'd be drawing different projects each time. And I just feel like that's better than, for me, like I like that more than just being someone who just does the same thing every day. I've done the same thing every day for a couple of times in my life. And to me it just feels, no, I don't like it. Where's the difference? Where's the new stuff? You know, it's like I just, something going on for the same amount of time. It just, I don't know. It gets me. Like, this is why I like drawing, because every drawing I do is a new one. There's something, yeah, I got the concept from somewhere, perhaps, maybe. But every drawing I do is a new one. Look at it. It's a new one. And I just feel like that's how my channel is structured throughout the years. I just can't be I just find it difficult to be the same. Do you know? And I guess everybody has this. Again, everybody has this feeling. You know, people don't want to eat the same food every day, and people don't want to. So everyone has this feeling. But I feel like the feeling in me resides stronger than normal. Because, yeah, just because I want to do it. Because of the way that my brain works. Huzzah! YouTube, back in the day, you said and made very dark jokes. I was just a warning. YouTube now. No, you swear. We'll delete your channel. If you make dark jokes and do all that stuff back in the day, then yeah, you would run into problems. Swearing you can do, and they have allowed things for swearing now. But the only issue with swearing is in terms of certain features on your channel that it does affect you. So be careful when you do. If you don't care and you want to, fair enough. But obviously some swear words probably reserved for not doing that. And so obviously some words are probably the same. But yeah, YouTube back in the day was a bit... Because I feel like the reason for that is because YouTube back in the day was what it said it was. It was a personal place to put videos, in a sense. It was like a personality creator. So someone like who making videos. It was for creators to make content on. And I feel like over time, YouTube has slowly moved on to the corporate side of things, which is then obviously with the whole T-Series thing with PewDiePie, where he was the most, the most subscribed person on the platform, and then T-Series is now the most, right, or someone like that now, right? And yeah, I just feel like YouTube it will accommodate that more, because that's where the money is, really, I guess. I mean, technically, the money comes from advertisers, which technically appeals, yeah. And so they have to appeal to them, and the advertisers are obviously going to be in the corporate world. But the reason for why a lot of people come to YouTube is probably because of independent creators. So it's a double-edged sword, but it's one that works. And I guess there's like growing pains within each of these things, right? Because the advertisers want to advertise their products to consumers, but consumers just want to sit there and watch, someone draw or do something stupid, right? Let's get real here. So that's kind of it. But I just feel like, yeah, because I still think creators can do well, but I feel like just because it's more corporate, you can't do what you used to do in some sense because of that reason. And because it's like it's someone's platform, their rule is like the law of it in some sense. So like you can't sort of disobey that in some ways, right? Because obviously we've had instances of that, like and that's where like people have fallen off over the years, like people who used to make like these really, really heavy controversial videos of them just talking about someone and bashing them. And cite you're over 18. Yes, I am. Okay. By the way, JoJo reference. I still need to watch JoJo. I just don't get the references from JoJo. But yeah, I think YouTube is pretty good. I think it's great. But obviously some things over the years that it has done, I thought I'm not keen on that. Some things I think that's cool. I am keen on it. Some things I'm not keen on, but that's just the nature of it, I guess. But then again, it allows me to do all this stuff, so can I get real mad at it? No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Because I guess this sort of stuff, you have to take this sort of stuff into account, I guess, but because it's the only way you can truly make it in a free way, right? But also, I don't know. I have a theory. I think about this from time to time. Do you guys think that YouTubers and the birth of YouTubers and content creators, do you think that they destroyed story games in some manner? Because the thing that I think about that is when I was younger, there was so much more like story games and things that were coming out. Like or like the Walking Dead, those types of games where it could just be story and it would still work. But I feel like the birth of YouTubers kind of stopped that, because what would happen is people would just watch the YouTuber play the game, and that's what would kill this. People wouldn't buy it because of the story. So I feel like the YouTubers actually just got rid of those most of those. So like nowadays, when you look back at it, or look at the games now, they're all the YouTubers playing the games. Most of them are online based because of the way that it works. Because if they just release a story, YouTubers will just post it, and bam. I mean, some creators and indie titles still make stories and some people still get them. Like, I wouldn't... Like, Hollow Knight is going to release another game soon called Silksong. And that game is going to basically... I'm going to get that. Right? I'm going to get it. Because I think it's cool and I like those games and the art style's sick as well. I'm going to get it. But, yeah, I just feel like some games get whacked because of that. But anyway, yeah. Do you remember when PewDiePie said yes? I do remember that, yes. I feel like... What do I feel about that? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I don't think he would have said that on purpose. I think it was perhaps by accident, I think. Or like it was like a slip of the... Yeah, I think he didn't... Because I think after he said it... I don't know, I didn't really see it, but I think after he said it, he might have gone, oh dear. Like he didn't mean to say that. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, Liam. Got to... yeah. Goodbye, I got to catch some sleep. Alright, I'll see you later, man. Anyway. I think, should I end this stream here, actually, really? Because it is going to get late now. I should probably end the stream here, right? Yeah, I should end the stream here. Thank you guys for watching this stream. This is all the stuff that we've been drawing so far. I'm going to probably continue drawing. Should I continue drawing on stream anyway? No, what? Who doesn't matter. It's because I won't talk as much now because I can't really. I'm trying to be a bit more quiet because the later and later it gets, the more I can't talk as much because people next door and people sleeping and things like that. So that's the reason. Yeah, because I kind of want to keep going, but at the same time, it's like I can't because if I keep fucking going, yeah. Oh, you lasted till the end of my shift, lol. Really? Dope. Yeah, I've been going for a little while. Been going for 2 hours now. Jesus, 2 hours. Where are you from? I'm from the UK, my man. That's where I'm from. Do I sound like I'm from it? I find it funny how like Americans like the accent of us. That's something I never thought that would be a thing. But then when you actually hear it, you're like, what? You like the accent of us? You know, isn't it weird? Isn't it so strange? Like, why? London? Sure. Well, that's why I was born, yeah. Yeah. I think your accents are cool. Oh, you think our accents are cool? Why? Just the way it sounds, or? I don't know. Probably. Because I always thought that. I mean, it's kind of like the same as like when you hear... To me, like a German accent sounds really like aggressive. Do you know what I mean? So maybe like some accents might sound, because of the way they sound, you perceive it in a certain way maybe. But then again though, I will say this. If somebody wants to stereotype me for tea, I'm so fine with that. Because, yeah, I actually do really like tea. Like, really like it. Like, hot drinks and tea are like... Yeah, I am really into that. I like that a lot. To the point of where I practically will have one every day. Hot drink or tea every day. Yeah, easy, easy. It's Tuesday, innit? It is Tuesday, innit, mate? It's Tuesday. And actually, I do fit the English thing quite a lot because I did actually have a load of crooked teeth as well. Actually, oops, I did have quite a bit. So I do fit that kind of thing really, really well because I did have the crooked teeth and that. I kind of want to draw like some reason I'm getting this like. Should I do like a guy with like his hands up, his gloves up or something? Something like that. So I take it you're from the UK, from the UK, yes, Brain. You're from America then, I take it, man? Is that where you're from? See, I'm trying to draw these arms, but I draw them sometimes a bit mechanical. I apologise for that, but what are we doing here? Yeah. So then there's like an arm here, and it kind of comes down this way. Let me get rid of... Actually, no, we'll just keep going. You know what? And then he's... yeah. And then it kind of comes in here, right? No, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. Something like that. Yeah, I'm from New York. Sweet. How old are you? Are you a student? I am 24 years old currently. Regrettably, I do not want to be 24 years old because I feel every single time I talk to people, I feel a little bit older and a little bit old now, and it's like, don't like feeling old. Even though technically you're not, but I still feel it, right? 24, and I'm not a student. I do work, but I do like to draw, and I have taught myself to draw. So I'm in the process of teaching myself how to do this. So I don't take any classes or anything like that, but I am teaching myself how. Right? God damn, I thought you were like 18 or younger. Yes, everybody says that. That's good though, because when I'm older, in my mind, I think... Because when I was younger, I got ID'd for video games, guys. Like, come on, man. I got ID'd for like... When a game comes out, everyone's like, are you the right age? So I can kind of see it now. Everyone says it, which is cool. But I used to get ID'd a lot for video games. So it's kind of like, yeah. And I remember I was talking to some girls in somewhere, and they thought I was really young as well. So I just have the young look, man. I just have the young look, man. I have it. So when I'm 40, guys, I'll still look cracked. I'll still look good. I'll still look really good. This is not right, really. Yeah. Yeah, there's the knuckle here is just not that. Yeah, that you don't. Yeah. Oh, I must have fucked it up a little bit. Yeah, the knuckle goes up there. Yeah. Okay. You can kind of see what I'm doing, but and then you've kind of got like, how the fuck does that work? No. Something there. Oh no, okay. I don't know how that works. Okay. Okay. Sheesh, lucky. I know. You get women action, Liam. No. In fact, my man, I'm actually kind of not particularly interested in that, really. So, yeah. I get a lot of them here and there can tell me I'm cute and stuff, but yeah, it's not something that like I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's just the way I am, I guess. But I just kind of feel like somewhat. Sometimes I'm like, I could be doing something else than this, right? Because I was talking to my, there's a guy at my workplace the other day, right? And he just got into, that's alpha as fuck. Is it? Is that alpha as fuck? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? They do though. They just, it's like, I'll show you. I'll tell you this, right? Yeah, the guy at work the other day, right? He went out with this girl, right? And he bought her like what drinks, and they chatted and all this shit, right? And guess what she did? Nothing. So he spent like 60 quid on drinks, right? And then she does nothing. And then in my brain, I'm just like, that's a waste of time. No? Like, I could be doing training or drawing or, I don't know. I just feel like that's a waste of time, bro. How am I, like, what the fuck, man? Like, that's a waste of resource. I don't know. I just feel like it's just annoying in some sense. because like you know, you put all this shit in and you get blanked or something, and you're just like, I could have been doing something else. I literally could have been lifting weights and getting stronger, or drawing and getting better at that, or you know. I just kind of feel like, fucking what a waste. I don't know. Do you guys feel the same? I don't know. I guess my opinion might change as I get as I get older, and maybe I want to meet someone or something. But at the moment, man, I just kind of feel like I just want to get better at stuff. Do you know? I just want to get better. And like, as much as you do want to spend time with them and stuff, you know, they're not particularly helping you in that department, are they? I don't know, man. But I just think, fuck's sake, dude. I just felt bad for the guy. Like, he got his hopes up and shit, and he's there, and it's just like, yeah. And I just thought, man, you know, you spent all this money on, you just spent this, and it's just like, dude, that 60 quid could have gone into like, you like something else. I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. I probably am wrong. You know, it probably doesn't work like that. But yeah, I just kind of think, where's the strength really at? You know, and I just, you know what I mean, dude? That's really good mentality at your age. Most guys would be sweating over girls. You're right. But what the fuck is the point, bro? What the fuck is the point? Like, here's the thing as well that I think about how girls to me are like mini investors, right? That's what they look like to me. And what I think when I see, because like when I see a girl, like, cause all these guys, like, yeah, when a guy goes, this is actually really annoying, but when a guy, like, did you know when a girl goes, I like peanut butter or something, or I like chocolate spread, and a guy hates it, but he's like, oh, I like it too. Why the fuck would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? Own what, say to her you don't like it. If you don't like it, say you fucking don't like it. Right? Why do that shit? How old are you, man? I'm curious. Like, how old are you? Why do that? Why do that? I just think it's stupid. I think it's really, really dumb. It's like, just tell the truth, man. You know, don't be interested in something that she is just because you're trying to get with her. Because that's one of the reasons that they don't like you. You twonk. They're looking at you, and they're making a decision in their brain about whether or not you're a good partner or not. That's what they're doing. Because women are, I'd say most of the time, are more geared towards, like the mental elements of like the mental side of it. Not all of them, but I'd say most of them. Right? They're looking at like your mental qualities and what you can sort of do, right? So it's just like, yeah, that's what they're looking for. So if you tell them something you're not and they see it, then you're lying to them. I just think it's fucking dumb, man. I just think it's so dumb. But yeah. People will do anything for validation and affection, but why? Why the fuck would you do that? I mean, I get it sometimes. Not really, actually, I don't. I just feel like I like to, because like me, would like to have an audience and talk to people and stuff. But for me, it's more about like talking about complex subjects and shit, and just sharing interest and stuff. But like in terms of it all, I just kind of think, yeah, you can't lie about what you like, man. You can't. World is a crazy place, bro. I know it is. But it doesn't stop me from trying to figure it out. Do you know what I mean? I gotta use my brain to figure out a lot of this shit. Because, yeah. Because that's the only way I can make sense of it all. It's like when I look at people, I look at like their brains and stuff as well, like and like how, like, as I said before, like, I've been talking about this during the whole stream and stuff. But it's just like, yeah. I just think get strong, man. Do what you want, get strong. Just don't worry about all this shit. You know, and then once you're strong enough, a girl will think to herself, that guy looks strong enough. I'll go with that guy because you can see the qualities or whatever. And if it doesn't happen, you know, you talk to them and they talk to you and you talk to them and they don't answer back, it's done. It's fucking done, bro. It's fucking done. Don't hound them for like a reply. Fuck that shit. It's finished. They're not interested. It's clear. They're finished, bro. Just go and do something. Like, how much it, like, think about it like this. Think about it like this, man. Right? How much of a waste of time is it if a girl replies to you and you're like, you want to reply to them back and they're not replying to you and you're like constantly there wasting mental energy thinking about it and trying to like, that's so much of a waste of time. Fuck, bro. Go and do something. Shit. Is it me? Is it just fucking me or what? I don't know. You got the right mindset though. Thank you, man. How old are you, dude? Are you the same age as us or the same age as me on that or not? It's so funny, isn't it? It's so funny. It's so fucking funny, dude. I guess it's because like I'm quite introverted naturally. I feel like, so like my desires for affection a lot of the time. I don't mind being on my own stuff from time to time. I mean, obviously, yeah, sometimes you need human affection. If you say you don't, then you're lying. But it's just like, yeah, some of the time I'm just like, meh, you know? I'm 18. Oh, you're 18 right now. Yeah. I mean, yeah, man, like, that's just my opinion. Like, and I know that it works because the reason why I think it works is because, okay, I was doing something, right? I was doing a task. I was operating something and I was around people, like 20 other people. I didn't give a shit. I wanted to try it, okay? I wanted to try that thing, okay? I don't care if I look like a retard or an idiot. I wanted to try that thing, okay? So I'm going to try it. And because I did that, I tried it, I got called cute because I was doing that. Apparently. Probably not. Someone's probably playing a fucking joke on me or some shit, but apparently, right? So, yeah. So, in my mind, the logical part of my mind just thinks to itself, so because I was doing a task then, right? So that's, okay. You see what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm probably like wrong out my fucking brain, but that's kind of what I think at the moment. Because, like, if you were, think about it like this way. If you were trying to design a species, if you were trying to design a species to succeed and survive in a hostile environment, right? And you had one side of the species that looks out for physical defects, right? And the other side of the species that looks out for mental defects, right? That would mean that when these two species came together because they chose the you know, those desirable factors, they would make offspring that is physically stable and mentally stable. So it makes logical sense for that to happen, right? So therefore, most of the time, a man's brain is looking at a woman and thinking how physically attractive are they, because that physical part of how attractive they are, like how, like in terms of like their face symmetry and everything like that, that determines, right, how healthy the offspring is going to be. But a woman is thinking the opposite way. This is why some girls will date guys that are burly or like fat blokes, because if they can do a lot, they're smart, they can do something, they're thinking that quality is good, I'll invest in that. Like, if you go up to a girl and you ask her out and you've got a guitar in your hand or a briefcase, she's more likely to say yes. If you go up to her looking like you're a bum, she'll say no. That is an investment, a subconscious one perhaps, but still an investment. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. God, you're so alpha, lol. Fucking, bro. I don't think I'm alpha. I don't think I'm alpha, man. I just think, what's the point sometimes? I can't waste, just don't waste time on this shit. Like, fucking, do what you want to do. They'll see it and they'll come after, they'll come after you. You know, like if you go out into one of the other things is like if you go out into a social situation or some shit, just assume all of them aren't interested in you straight off the bat. Stops you thinking about it. That none of them are interested in me. Sick. I can now do whatever the fuck I want because it doesn't matter. Right? Go do whatever the fuck you want. None of them give a shit. None of them care. And then one might, and they'll tell you. And then you can go further. And if one of them goes no, if one of them talks and then you talk back and then whatever and then they stop, then they're immediately not interested. Go off, do whatever the fuck you want to do, and come back. And if they talk to you again, if you're interested, talk back, do whatever, and then there's your partner, right? But if they're not, then it doesn't matter. I mean, it's different. It's a little bit more difficult. You'll think about them for about a week or so, but you know, just try and do what you want, man. I don't know. Does that sound right? I don't fucking know. Does that sound right to you? I like the way you think. Thanks, man. You're just so real. I respect it. Thanks, dude. Thanks, man. I mean, I try to be real. Like, that's the other thing. Here's what I'll tell you, right? Tell the fucking truth. Tell the truth, bro. Because it gets you out of more shit. Nah, I agree. Yeah. Of course. It's like, just tell the truth, bro. It gets you out of more trouble than you think. Because here's what I notice. Right? You tell a lie, right? And do you know when you say, oh, did you eat my cake in the fridge? And you go, yeah, I did. And someone goes, oh shit, I was gonna eat that cake. You go, oh sorry, I didn't mean to. You know, I'll get you something next time, or I'll replace it. Fine, all done. Did you eat my cake in the fridge? No. A week later, you did eat my cake in the fridge. You fucking butt. And it elevates. Tell the truth, man. Get it done. Get it out. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably like spouting a load of shit, but I just kind of feel like that's how I'm thinking at the moment. Does that make sense, man? Nah, got to focus on yourself first and not have any expectations. I mean, you have to kind of, your brain, oh shit, what the fuck? No, I want this. I mean, yeah, you kind of, the way I'm thinking about it is like, how can I get past my life and experience things that I want to experience without wasting too much time or fucking, you know. And I feel like girls do that, man. Like you just can't sit there for like fucking, like you just can't do that shit. You can't do that. Just waste your time, man. Just fucking wastes it. It's like, you know, understand that they're looking at like the mental part of you, because and also this pisses me off to the point I actually really hate this. Do you know when somebody goes, you go online or something, right, and somebody says this one trick will get you any girl? What a crock of shit that is. Don't believe that shit for a minute. That stuff is so fucking dumb. Don't believe that. Any girl you want. Pff, that's bullshit. Let me tell you that. I think loads of people know that, which I hope so, but it's bollocks. How does that? It just does not. It's bullshit. Don't listen to that. Okay, don't listen to it. I feel like I'm rambling. I feel like I'm fucking rambling, man. But I don't know, man. I just think don't listen to that shit. If you get any of those, just laugh at them and move on, because it's wrong. It's fucking wrong, man. It is wrong. Lol, crazy how some people fall for it. I know. Why do you fall for that? It's like, it's like, come on. You're telling me every single girl on the planet's gonna like you? No. I can tell you that much. I can tell you right now, there are girls on this planet that don't like me, right? And there's girls on this planet that won't like you. But there are girls on this planet that will like you, right? That will. Alright? It's just like, yeah. I was listening to a podcast record. Okay. You listen to like a podcast. Okay. Yeah. I was listening to a podcast. Oh yeah, recently. Yeah, go on, Ben. Yeah, I thought it said like you were listening to a playback of. Yeah, okay, that's where my brain went with that. What's the podcast, man? That we're talking about adverts like that. Oh yeah, what did they say? I got to go finish an essay for school now. It was good chatting with you, lbrandom. Thanks, man. I mean, if you like my stuff and you want to see me draw and talk to me more, hit a subscribe and come and chat with me, man. I want to talk about cool shit like this on stream and draw. This is what I'm here for. But yeah, no, it's up to you, dude. I accidentally hit enter. Accidentally hit enter mid-sentence. Okay. Right. Go on. Keep going, Ben. Funny shit we talk about on stream here, isn't it? I love the complex conversations you get into, you know, and shit. It's so fucking great. It's like when you wanna. It's like when you see somebody in like some place somewhere and they're like smart as shit, and you're like, I want to talk to that guy because I reckon he knows a thing or two, you know. He knows something I don't know, and they fucking do know something you don't know. They always do. We go this way, and then I kind of want to go this way. And there's like a hand there. Yeah. And then there's like a fist, somewhat fist here, and then yeah. They were saying how adverts like that play on people's insecurities. Yeah. People think, right, so back to what we were talking about beforehand. People think to themselves, because the human brain goes for how easy something is, right? So your brain is thinking, what's the easiest route to something? People who probably don't think about it too often would see that and go, oh, I can get girls that easily? Sick. I'll click on that. Doesn't work like that, bud, by the way. But they'll click on it. So yeah, it does play on that sort of thing. But on their insecurities, though, it's like I was reading the book on gambling, on the habit book, and they just talk about how they got this housewife addicted to fucking gambling, man. And you're just like, dude, that's crazy. She got properly addicted to gambling, man. So addicted to it. Oh, shit, man. That's just bad, isn't it? That's why whenever I get casino ads on my computer, I'm just like, no. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Come on, man. Why would I do that shit? Don't do that shit, by the way, guys. Give me casino ads now, bitch. Give me casino ads now. No. I don't know. I just don't like them. I just think when somebody gets hooked on that, it's just like, when they do it and they like actively get you hooked to the point of where like you're going bankrupt and stuff. You're losing all your money in your houses and stuff. That's just evil, man. That's really evil. You know, I don't really, you know, yeah, it makes you money, but dude, that's evil. You shouldn't be doing that. But they do. When you see one of those ads, Ben, what do you think when you see one of those ads? I know what I think. I think it's stupid, but what do you see? So when they say like one of those ads to you, what do you think? I'm talking so much that I'm getting distracted to that, like I'm not drawing stuff. It's funny. Let me draw this and that. Let me draw that. Oh, that's wrong, but yeah, there's like a hand there, and then there's obviously like fingers or something. There's like something going on there with fingers or something like that. It doesn't quite look like that though. Yeah, it looks a bit wrong. There's something wrong with that. There's something wrong with that. I don't quite know what's. Yeah, there's something wrong with that. There's something really weird about that. I don't know what's so weird about it. There's something so. Oh, give me the pen. Stop making me do that. What's so weird about that? Yeah, and then there's something. Okay. something there, and then there's like a knuckle there, like bends around there. Yeah. There you go. Hands are weird, man. Hands are so strange still. They're just so weird. Like, because I'm trying to draw like things in different perspectives, and I don't quite. You can see how big his like his fist is here, but it's so weird to try and get the perspective of like what you're trying to draw and stuff. I guess I have to look more into that, because one of the things that I was looking at is there was a guy that was talking about hair, and I really don't know how to do that. That's why I did that last stream as well, because of like, that's just weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, hair is just so strange. But like normally people just go for like a kind of like a whole bodied, like a full look kind of thing. So that obviously the neck is like here, right? And then like the head bit is coming down this way. But what people do is they're trying to do like a, so if I did like a hairpiece now, they do like a full bodied. Let me come, so it would be a bit here like that, and then up, and then like that, and then maybe something this side, the same, something like that, and they try and imagine it as like one shape or something, right? So like one massive shape of some kind. Such a weird. Oh, maybe I actually kind of feel like I want to do something like this. So it comes in and then it comes like that, and then it like stops there, and then there's something that goes there, right? And then yeah, it's like almost like a link or something, and then it comes down like that, and then like that, and then you've got like another bit that sits there, and then you've got the other bit of hair that kind of comes down, and then like that, and then that kind of follows, so it kind of comes down like that. This is where I get stuck, by the way, like here, maybe like in here. Because maybe I could try and make like multiple links of the hair. It's like another bit in there or something like that. And then have like another bit that kind of comes up from there and then curves in. And then that bit is the last bit, but it has like a bit that comes up this way and then it comes around like this. Right, and then it kind of sits there like that. So this bit's hair, this bit's the link to the hair there, right? And then you've got this that comes here like that, and then should I do something with this side maybe? It's like this side comes around and then up maybe, or something like that. I don't know. And then maybe something like this side. Ooh, okay, yeah. And then you can have maybe, oh, this bit's got to come like that, and then up there, and then it's there. Then here's the ear there, in that bit there, and then it's there. Right, there's the head there. What do I want to do here? Something I want to do here. I feel like there's something. So I saw something on my recommendation that might interest you. Go for it. What is it that you saw? Tell me what you saw, man. What is it that you saw? There you go. Yeah. The big fluffy piece of hair there. So when they talk about like hair, they're talking about the whole shape of it, sort of thing. So then it kind of leads into that whole big shape. And there you go. I'm gonna send it on Discord. Okay, I'll have a look in a second and see what it is. See what it is on Discord, and then I kind of want to do like a. So yeah, so she's got like a nose that comes out and then down. and then that comes up and then forms this part of her face there, and then you got that side as well. And there is an eye in there somewhere, but her eye is like behind this bit kind of thing, so it's kind of sitting there kind of thing. She's kind of got something like that going on, and then the same with that side, and then yeah, it's kind of sitting there. She's actually kind of got like a guy face at the moment. She's kind of got like a guy-ish sort of jaw, so if I can kind of make that more like female, maybe give that, so she's going to be sort of like a strongest type of like, almost like a war-born character. Give her like that really like I'm gonna smash you in sort of character, like and then do like, yeah. So did you send it to me on Discord? Yeah. Great warm-up sketching exercise for artists. Ooh, can you hear this?
Dropping some gesture lines for our little warm-up sketch. And by gesture lines, I mean pure chaos. In today's video, we're just going to be doing some warm-up sketches to get your machines revved up. These are essentially just to loosen you up a bit before you go into the heavy stuff.
Okay.
So there's several websites that kind of help you go through your training arc, if you will. You're throwing a lot of references at you. You decide what those references are going to be. Usually very interesting to look at. You decide how long each reference is going to stay on the screen, and your task is to draw them as best as you can. Generally to get a nice gesture vibe, to get as many features as you can from the original reference. You can go for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds per reference, and you're just going. And this kind of helps you get more comfortable sketching, build some confidence, and get you warmed up. This is also great practice.
Okay. So you take... Okay, I see that. So you take... Yeah, so you take a sketch from a drawing. So you take a drawing and you try and sketch it out. How far, like quite quickly. I could do that. I could try that. And then depending on how quickly, then you just go to the next one. So you give yourself like 5 minutes to do it, and then maybe like another 5 minutes to do something else, and then yeah. So instead of taking really, really long on it, you can... Oh, I see. Yeah. That could be quite fun, couldn't it? I could like quickly sketch out what I'm trying to think about doing. It's hard to talk and draw at the same time, I've noticed though. I'm trying to draw and talk, and it's like... I'm trying to do both because I'm trying to like... It's like I'm trying to get my brain to visualize what I'm trying to draw, but at the same time talking about the concept on stream, which is like, damn. But you know, this will be that. The eye comes there, or something like that. No, it has to be up a bit. It doesn't match. Because that's the thing that I feel like I fuck up on a lot. I'm not very good at I'm really, really kind of bad at doing these sorts of things. Oh my god, yeah. Or like symmetry. That's what I was trying to say. I'm really bad at symmetry. I try and get these things to look right, and they don't quite look how I want it to sometimes. So like, there's the bit there, there's the bit there, and then there's that bit that comes up into there. So that's like a bracelet piece there. Like a bit that sticks on, and then this bit of the hair comes up and then fluffs around, and then like that's the whole body, that's the shape of that piece of the head there. Then like, yeah, maybe this could come down this way, and then like maybe here as well, and then you've got this bit that comes past the eye and then down here like that. Yeah, and that's her overall sort of hair, and then it would lead down into like the body and the neck and everything. So I don't think the neck would be like this. Yeah, and then like it'd be sort of like down this way. Sort of thing. Perhaps I will do that, Ben, because I do definitely need to get better at doing like gesture drawing and stuff, because I don't think I've quite got it yet, have I? So perhaps maybe I should do that, I think. But yeah, you in chat with James and Dan are in chat if you want to join them in chat. But yeah. Okay, I think... Should I leave it there, guys? I think so. I think I might leave it there. I've done everything that I kind of can at this stream at the moment. I did say I did stream actually, so perhaps I'll stream again tomorrow as well. Perhaps, since that I don't want to give her two rounded shoulders really, because yeah. What was I going to do with this? Give her like a body that kind of comes. It's like I kind of like sometimes I want to leave, but sometimes I just don't. You know. I you know. But I feel like it's getting later and later, and I probably should. You know. It's getting later and later, and it's just like perhaps maybe I should do that. But because with the chill streams I can't talk as much because obviously like I'm. You know, people are sleeping, and it's like it's difficult for me to sort of say anything. But yeah. Right, she's just kind of standing there, right? So she's kind of just standing there. She's got a leg kind of like coming down here. She's got the other leg sort of just following on, and then there's this bit here, and it just kind of does this sort of thing, and then obviously you got this bit, or this bit here, sort of thing, and then yeah, right, and then it doesn't quite look right though, does it? No, you get rid of all that, and then you've got yeah. I feel like the arm needs to be a bit thinner, maybe. Because like maybe like the arm needs to be really thin, or something, or really really thin. I feel like that might that does do it a bit better, you know. If it's just really no thinner than that. If it's really just thin, you know. But it's really really thin, and then where's the other side? Like there. Something like that, and then it's kind of comes around, and then there's somebody like sitting to somebody like there, and the other leg's like over this side, right? And then you've got like the other arm that's coming over and then coming down like this, yeah, and then like this is coming up this way, and then you've got the head that's kind of, so there's the shoulder there, and you've kind of got the head that comes up here, yeah, like that, and then no, down a bit more. Right, and you got like somebody, and you can have like somebody like on a deck chair or something. Right, and then like maybe their arm is just kind of down here, something like that. Like laying beside it, just kind of there. Don't think the arm needs to be as big though. Right, I don't think their arm needs to be as big as I'm making it out there. That's the thing, like proportionally, it's difficult for me to do that. To get the proportions just about right. So like if I try and draw like an arm on this side, so if let's just draw like a normal arm actually, let's not give myself anything. I'll try and draw an arm this side, and then like you've got this bit here that comes like down, and then this bit comes in, and then you've got this bit that comes out. It's difficult for me to draw the same thing on the other side, you know, to keep that proportion like in terms of its size and its symmetry like just about right. It's really difficult for me to sort of do that. So you got this side here and this side here, and then yep, see that? So weird to do that. But yeah, this comes out. This must come out a bit more, and then this comes out a bit more, maybe. Right, and then yeah, then you can have like the whole body that sort of comes down this way and then down this way and whatever, right? And this way or something like that, and then yeah. You got the shoulders. Oh, I'm kind of feeling like some sort of like hood or something here. It's like some sort of like hood's got to have like a point on it or something like that. Right, and then there's like some sort of hood that's something here. And then obviously like the shoulder kind of comes out. Some sort of like masked hooded figure that's kind of here. And the shoulder comes like down and into here. And there's like a hood that's here. Right, and then this hood's there, and yeah. something in there, like a little face. Alright. But yeah. Right. Anyway. Thank you guys for watching this video. This stream, sorry, not for this fucking video. If you liked it, obviously leave a like, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. This is all the drawing that we've done so far. So yeah. Pretty good. Not too productive, but pretty good. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. See you later. Adios, guys. Adios.